charm. Okay, now I'll do this. So, for some reason, why does my network adapter like taking its sweet time at talking to my network? I don't understand.
Network adapter?
Sorry, I'm sorry. Like okay. So I have everything hard lined to a little like gigabit switch, and the gigabit switch connects to my router. So I could just directly connect to like the. Well, no, I guess I can't. No, I can. I can directly connect to like the carrier stuff, but I really don't want to because their stuff sucks. So it just does. It's just a hardware pass through. That's all it is. Now that's fine. The problem I have right now is the fact that now when I boot my computer up, I mean maybe it was just because it was I guess changed unceremoniously powered down a second ago. uh, it took like 30 to 45 seconds minimum just to like go, oh, there's a network here, and I was like, oh shit, that's not good. You should not be thinking that hard for a network. You shouldn't be trying to figure out, do you exist? So it sees it, but it sees it as like, oh, this is the second network. And I was like, no, this is the only network. You don't even have Wi-Fi capabilities. What other network are you looking for, sir? Explain to me. Explain to me. How does this work?
Explain to me as you would a child.
Exactly. No, unironically, yes. I was like, yeah. Explain to me, like you would a child, how it is that you have two networks when you have one Ethernet port and only one network. Explain to me. And I guess that maybe okay, so that battery backup, the second one that I have,
A new agent is joining your team.
I guess it was for free. I got it at one of my stores. I didn't need it anymore, but I guess it doesn't like the power draw from my computer. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know the specs on it. Couldn't tell you.
It's just a standard office one. I've never known a battery backup to yell at you though. Even if it's drawing a lot of power or whatever, it'll just tell you, hey, this won't last long. But you know, it's really just there in case there's a hiccup, not an actual outage. Like I don't expect my stuff to be on when there's an actual outage. This is not designed to keep me up and running for a while. This is just designed to, you know, if there's a power hiccup for 2 minutes, it's going to be fine. That's what it's there for.
Warning. Now we're exiting the safe area.
Yeah, that's right. We should probably look for something to do. Let's see. Ooh, piece of candy. Side mission. Let's go.
We've got some more
You wanna
reports
go
that
do
Rikers
that
are
mission
holding
in
some
the dark
people.
zone? It's
Please
like
be
a-
We're going to the mission. Side mission.
Anything, you just let
it's
me
a
know
big gun mission.
personally.
Hezbollah's on the way.
And if you know anywhere where I could get an awesome watch
Cause
like
you
that,
got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em,
Which
Just-
mission are we going to?
to rescue Hell's Kitchen civilians.
I can't tell what you highlighted.
You can
because-
follow me into hell.
I'll wait till you get there and I'll teleport to you. Then
Wait,
if you're
hold
gonna
on.
do
Why
it
did
there.
my what do you mean? Why do you say that? Why do you do like that? You better
you gotta tell me
count
where
your
you're going to.
money. It's right here. He's right here. He's right here. You can come find me now.
Move up.
I talked to the JTF officer, and he says enter the bus terminal. Hold on, wait, hold on. I gotta do one more thing, too. I gotta make sure the audio is synced up. Which means I have to manually reboot OBS, because no matter what I do, it's never right. And I can upgrade OBS, I can upgrade my NDI, I can upgrade all that crap, but I don't want to do it. I'd rather get my Elgato working, which I really need to sit down and do one day. I've had it for like a year, but I've only had a computer that can run it for... Oh god! Oh god, that hurt! Jeez, that hurt! Ow.
I'm not certain where you went.
You can just follow me!
No.
That man's on fire! Fine, I'll do it myself. We'll do it live.
Oh, I'm trying to find the entrance to wherever the fuck you went.
Luckily, I just picked up a pack of sexy knee pads.
Goddamn entrance, you fucks. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ow! Oh, snap. Oh, jeez! Oh, thank you, video game, for letting me... Okay, where did you come from? Okay, I'm dead.
Oh, I'm coming that way.
Ow.
Hopefully.
Don't give up. Even though you're bleeding out, you can still be saved. Can I? Can I? Video game, can I? So apparently I ran through a hallway where nobody was, and then two guys just came up behind me and just shot me in the back, so... There is that. Your place looks nice, by the way. Along with Kitty Cat.
Yeah. I think
Kitty,
it'll do.
Kitty Cat's not nice?
No, kitty cat's fine.
Oh, God. You're getting shot at, brother.
I noticed.
Also, I looked at my actual adapter to look at how much data I've, Oh, God.
Come on, bitch. Water's fine.
That's not water, that's fire. Don't you lie to me. Why are you lying to me? Okay, now Felix wants in. Okay, hold on. Felix wants in. Felix, the cat who just demands to be let in now. Yes, Felix. He is just like raring to go right now. He's like, oh, Daddy, I want to sit in your lap. Yes, Felix. Yes, Felix. Oh, I'm down again. God dang it.
How did you die?
I got shot. I told you I had to get Felix in the room. He was like, Daddy, 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 Daddy. Poor Lila doesn't have a spot now. You kicked Lila out of Daddy's lap, you little bugger. Lila. I don't have enough room for both of you, but you can still sit next to me. Now, the main thing is figuring out... Oh, look! SOCOM M1A. A SOCOM Mia, as it was.
Okay, did we kill everything already?
Nope, there's still one left.
On that.
Okay, when I said one left, I lied. You got to know when to bone 'em. Know when to bone 'em. Know when to bone away. Know when to come.
Gross.
Yep, a little bit, but but you got to know when to do it, though. That's the thing. You can't be led by it. You have to lead it. You know.
I've
like-
rescued you. I am your hero.
They need a hero. Probably not one like a you.
Agent, you don't need me to tell you how amazing you are. But as long as we're on the radio
Wow.
here
Do you
together,
want to
can I
like
just
get
say,
sloppy seconds or something there, bud?
amazing, Mr. Kobe, my idol.
Yeah,
Passion,
floppy sloppy or
lifestyle.
something?
Maybe we can hang when this whole thing blows over.
Man, can I tell you how amazing you are? Okay, you know, I actually had a dude tell me that one time, and it was very uncomfortable. Like, I'm not against getting compliments, but holy crap, like,
Dude.
yeah, no.
No, like that. I was just reminding me, talking about uncomfortable.
Hey, sweetie, you're
But
coming
like,
early.
like my manager doesn't, actually live in state. His office is not here. But he came out to just kind of checking out the sites that he manages, and we went to our team went to lunch with him. And this one waiter at the restaurant was just way too kind of handsy friendly with him, and it was so uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable for him.
You see, it's like okay, my old boss who married with a, big old dude. He's a big dude, husky fella, and his wife was kind of husky too. Which, okay, I understand. Maybe you want to have some opportunity to see some women that are nice to you that are slimmer. Yeah, I get that. I do. But this dude took us to Hooters on my very first,
Active echo beacon detected.
I guess you say business meal? Or, I guess, dinner, lunch, whatever. Oh, did I miss it? I missed it.
No,
Echo
if you're
available
worried
for
about
playback
Echo, but I
nearby.
think we've seen this one before.
Oh, have we?
I don't know, we're gonna find out.
It says side mission. It doesn't say we've done it before. It's,
No, right here. This one is the Echo.
It is?
Over here, yeah. There's two of them. I mean, it's just this
Oh.
was the first Echo we ran across.
Okay. Felix, stop messing with the microphone. So anyway, so he takes us to Hooters, and there's this, maybe young 20-year-old there who's trying to figure out how to, I guess, flirt with somebody for the first
Echo
time.
beacon detected.
And every time that man speaks, she would laugh with, like, the most fake laugh I think I've ever heard and say, "That's so funny." And I'd be like, "What?
Sorry, sir.
What are you talking about?" Like, he'd be talking about, like, how he, like, deep fried a turkey one year. And she's like, "That's so funny. That's crazy." It's like,
No, I'm not kidding.
he's not trying to be funny. He's just telling you what he did. And he's not even telling you. He's telling us. Like, what is wrong with you? I was like,
we already ran across that.
oh, okay.
What are we doing now?
I thought we were doing. You know what? It doesn't matter. Well, let's find a mission to
Oh,
do.
Judy Walters.
Yeah.
I guess it is part of the cycle. Is there
Echo
something I missed?
available for
Yeah.
playback nearby.
All right. So I get. Okay. So
we missed it.
you didn't investigate all the things. Look, that man got out of his car. Frank Solano. He's obviously mafia. Dio mio.
No, I'm not kidding. It literally just happened right in front of me.
Jesus, Rick. Without her, this whole story's a bust. Maybe we run with the Directive 51 thing. You got anything on that?
No, but hang on.
You better count your money before you leave the table.
Damn, that didn't end well. Whether or not Vexus
Alright, now
was
what?
sitting on a potential cure, that USB drive could have
I was saying, let's go check that one in the dark zone. There's a mission right
The
there.
dark zone is for loading and unloading of passengers only.
Oh. Let's go.
All right.
Your mom's not friendly territory.
She's not really. I mean, depends
I
on
was
the
talking about the
day.
dude who was talking to me, not your
Oh.
mom.
Okay.
It's like, what are the fucking characters? There's like, it's not exactly friendly territory. I'm like,
Oh.
neither's your mom.
All right. So actually, hold on, wait. So the dude that I'm talking to you about. So I met this dude in college. He's a nice guy, but maybe I've told y'all about him before. I don't remember. Oh, y'all. I mean, nobody's watching. Who gives a shit? I am sorry about this. It cost me 4 bullets to kill you. That was expensive ammunition. Ammunition that I could ill afford. You know how free bullets are? They're free everywhere. We don't even have an economy anymore.
Yep.
But there's at one point, this is like, what is it? Some maybe like Latin, South American dude. Obviously not from around where I was from. Pretty fit dude comes in and we starts talking. He's a cool dude to talk to. And he's like, "Hey, you want to get some dinner?" I was like, well, I gotta work, man." He's like, No. I mean, like, it's the day you're off. I was like, oh, hello. I was like, really? I can't do much outside of class and work here, bud. And he just keeps like trying to get me to go out to dinner with him. And eventually I'm like, look, I mean, I gotta take my girl out to dinner. He's like, oh, okay. And then he stops asking for dinner. And then like he would then later on try to find ways to get me to go out to dinner with him without geisha around. And he's like, man, you're amazing. You know that, man? Like, you're so awesome. It's like, what is going on here? What is happening?
Like, dude, I'm not gay.
Well, that's the thing is, he goes, well, neither am I. Like, I literally said, I was like, oh, no, I look, it's flattering. Really, it is. It's flattering that somebody wants my attention and my affection. Really, it is. But I'm not like that. He goes, oh, no, me neither. And I was like, now I'm...
Fire pants on fire.
I was like, no, now I'm confused. I was like, what's happening here?
It's like straight guys don't try that hard to get their friend to go out to dinner with them.
Yeah. And I was... and again, nice dude. But he said, no, I just, there's something about you. And I was like, oh, I've seen this episode of Archer before. I have a singular same-sex attraction. I've seen this episode of Archer before. And that just means that you're gay. Actually, I'm not interested, but again, I appreciate it. That man tried for 3 years. That is some dedication there. He tried for 3 years. Like, after class is over, I hadn't spoken to him. He occasionally would text me. Just to be like, hey, how you doing, bud? I was like, I'm doing great there, bud. I'm doing fine. How are you? I've entered the Bat Cave. Full of the bat things.
You know you need this. You need what I got.
Oh, baby, you got what I want, and you got what I need. She said she was a friend. That wasn't really true. Oh, baby, you. What?
It's terrible.
It's not nice.
Are you coming?
I'm dumping all this stuff off so I have more room in my stash.
I got what you need.
My mustache, that is.
I emptied shit out.
Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only. Backup activated. System rebooted.
Oh, I'm in my super duper stealthy
Warning,
mode.
now entering dark zone.
The dark zone is for loading and unloading of passengers only. Where are you?
Just ahead. Oh shit. Problem.
I don't see nobody.
Just get over here. I'm fucked.
Well, so far, the dark zone is way cooler looking than the other zones. You gotta count. Yo, oh, snap!
Yeah, I need some fire cover.
Well, I can't find you. Where are you?
Dude, look on the fucking map. Jesus Christ.
It's blacked out. There's nothing there.
What are you, like, did you fucking exit it? Like, I can see my map, so I don't know what you're doing.
I'm in the dark zone. Are you in the dark zone?
What's in the dark zone? Like, what did you do?
I walked forward.
Did you fucking, are you still in the party?
I don't know. Am I? I didn't leave.
I don't have time to look right now.
Shit, what's the button for the, there it is.
It says you're in the group. That's what it's making it look like. Sessions and owners, modern mythology. Where the hell did you go?
I literally went straight. I'm getting ambushed by a bunch of dudes in tactical gear.
I'm going back in the fucking thing because, like, I don't know what the fuck you did. I really, like, I'm fucking so lost. You should have, like, been right there with me. I don't know what the fuck.
I walked forward, and I was like, dude, where the hell did you go? And then, like, all of a sudden, I got ambushed by these dudes.
Go back to the fucking doorway.
I am going back to the doorway.
Literally.
I went forward. Okay, look. I see a green army truck.
Go inside the door.
All right, I'm going inside the door.
gate.
I'm going inside the door. All right, I'm inside the door. I did my little. There you are. See?
Attention. Hazard
Alright.
levels normal.
I don't. There you are.
I'm gonna go back out.
You are now entering a safe area. Transmissions jammed.
Transmissions
Proximity
jammed.
coverage only.
Proximity coverage. I am not moving. I'm at the front
System
door.
rebooted.
Why are we not?
Entering dark zone. Upload
You are now
lost.
leaving the safe area.
I still see you on my map, but I don't see you. Cannot fast travel in dark zone. Group member is in another DZ player bracket. You chose a better player than me, is what you did.
No, it's because my fucking gear. I bet.
You dickweed.
Well, it's not my fault. You're in trash tier gear.
That's because I'm trash tier. There's only one tier for me.
Well, I don't think I can trade any of my better gear for you, so I guess we can't do this together until you get better gear.
You could also just downgrade your gear.
I don't want to.
Just go. Oh my God, you're like
No.
that. You're like that
No,
doctor
no.
friend that's like, yeah, we could go see a movie, but we could also just go to my brand new penthouse and watch it in my movie theater. And I'm like, dude, just don't be a dick. Like, don't do that. You're like, no. I have my movie theater in my loft.
Okay, I already put all the effort into fucking kitting this shit out. I'm not gonna fucking try and kit out trash.
You could literally just get a few garbage weapons for a one-time run.
We can do some other stuff.
Oh my God.
You're just going to.
You are just like, nope, I refuse to downgrade even for a single mission. That is beneath me, sir.
It is.
Oh my gosh. Like, you can't even be bothered for one mission. One mission! That is incredible. What DZ bracket are you? I'm at 0 to 181.
Yeah, I've got like 256 gear score.
T56.
Well, that's not like top tier. That's just it's higher.
Oh, I'm
it's
sorry.
well outside your bracket.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a peasant. I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
If I could trade gear to you, I would, but I have to actually get it as drops now. I've had the gear for too long. It's not something I can share with you.
You could again.
I have plenty
you
of
could.
gear sitting around that I could give you.
You could just get like a trash weapon
No.
for 1 round.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna go to the bathroom while you figure out like which mission you want to do.
Oh my gosh. What's this? Safe house, search and destroy mission available. Let's go to that one. You got to know when to fold 'em. Know when to fold 'em. Know when to fold away. Know when to fold. You got to know when to give up. Know when to give up. You better give up before you give up. 'Cause you gotta give all that up. I like how there's stuff that's still on the walls, like there would ever be anything left on the walls. That's adorable. Felix. Felix. Now, what's interesting is the fact that New York is the fact that New York is this clean right now is incredible. I mean, New Yorkers are in general just, subhuman people anyway. And anybody who is a New Yorker in here, I mean that. You're a subhuman person. It's like British people. You're all subhuman. They're all subhuman. They're not even real people. I think that I don't know. Like French people are more real than British people. And I mean that. Because at least French people get mad whenever somebody does something stupid to them. British people say, "Oh, that's not right. You shouldn't be doing that to my little girl, you know." And they don't do anything because they're weenies. They have no backbone. They're terrible people. They're beyond terrible people.
Now entering a safe area.
All British people, terrible people. I mean that. You take that to the bank. If you even have a bank. The British have a bank? I'm sure they have a bank.
You want what I'm selling. Nobody.
You got what I want. You got what I need. You say you want a friend. But you won't send me your nudes. Oh, baby, you got what I need. Dude, like, this is like, it's just incredible. Absolutely incredible. It is incredible. The lavishness of this place in this environment. This is an extremely lavish place.
Safe house.
I'm at the safe house. We unlocked the mission, though I don't know where it is.
Those drops.
Agent,
Did it say?
Oh, there it is. Find a secure mission supply drop. Anyway, I was just making the point that British people and New Yorkers are not real people. They are actually subhuman garbage.
that makes it hurt less when we lose it.
I don't know about all Brits, but
Now
definitely New
exiting the
Yorkers.
safe area.
Look, at this point in their country's history, I can safely say it's all of them. Like, I mean, look, the IRA has lost all, like, I have lost all respect for the IRA.
Oh man, my lungs are killing me.
Like, they used to be dangerous. They used to be scary. I remember hearing about the IRA when I was a kid. The British people were like, oh my gosh, the IRA, the next big threat. They're not even, like, it would be like, it's like learning that the mafia just runs pizza parlors now, right? It's like, you're not very scary anymore. Like, you're, oh god.
Warning. Incoming hostiles. Warning. Incoming
Did you
hostiles.
just shoot an innocent man, you son of a...
Warning. Supplies taking fire.
Oopsies. Oopsies.
Warning. Incoming hostiles.
Reloading.
Supplies are all the way the fuck over there.
Of course they are. I mean, I would hate for them to be anywhere nearby. That'd be terrible. Anyway, no, I mean, like, that entire... Same thing as Canada. Canada is...
Fuck you.
What the game do?
fired my flattened flamethrower before I fucking tried to go to cover here, and it threw it right into the cover.
And I'm kidding. Canadian's alright. Your government sucks, but you're alright.
Warning. Incoming hostiles.
Let them come! And I will come!
Agent, you retrieved the supplies.
More coming.
Gotta admit, I wonder sometimes if it's worth struggling so much.
What were you saying?
The entropy
That's the
is
same
so
thing as
great.
Canadians.
Does the very struggle against it make it worth the while?
And then I said I'm kidding. The Canadians are alright.
Over.
2 world wars! Bees!
It's a box full of bees. How the hell should I
Not
know?
the bees. Not the bees.
Not the
In
bees!
the mouth.
Not the bees. Not the bees.
Do you want to go do an incursion?
Whatever that is,
Those
sure.
drops I told you about are still happening in the dark zone.
Oh, we're
We've
back
got a
in
very
tier 1 again.
unfortunate new wrinkle. Some
Let's
Rikers
go!
found an LMB surface-to-air missile site, and they've got some
FYI, though, we're
ex-military in
back
their
in tier
mix.
1 again.
That means
It's
they
tier
can
1.
shoot down the choppers
I
and
go
get
to
into the
world tier. I
supplies.
don't know why I didn't keep
We've got
it.
top secret during those
Oh my
drops. We
God.
cannot have the
You made them
Rikers getting their
explode.
hands on any
I
of
did.
it. We have to shut this down
Explodey bullets.
ASAP. I've got some intel that says this op is led by one of Barrett's lieutenants, a convict named J.T. Falk, nicknamed Slider.
Falk!
Good luck with this one, Agent.
So
Gonna
Battletech
goddamn well need
Gothic.
Hey, it's me.
Gross.
Don't be dead yet. I've
Giant
been working on a couple of green
monsters.
poison bits.
Giant monsters fighting battle mechs. I mean, I'm actually okay with this, and that sounds very Canopus.
I just want to say it sounds really hard, like it's trying to be 40k.
I've heard that before, and that's okay by me. 40k is becoming less 40k by the day, so... I mean... Really, what you're telling me is that it's trying to be 40k, when 40k is trying to be less 40k.
You gotta turn us, flip us over to World Tier 2. Go to map and what G or whatever it should say, like, you know, change world tiers.
Toggle GPS, Legend, G?
Yeah, hold G and switch world tiers from the map.
Can I do that?
Yeah, if you go to the map and hold G.
Okay.
Should be-
This is G auto match.
We'll have to reestablish.
No, if you hold G, it should change it.
I cannot do that because I have to have a gear score of 176.
Since when? We already switched to tier 2 last week.
No, we went to tier 1.
Okay. I thought we already started on tier 1 because I don't remember them
In
having a
'94,
tier 0.
we were supposed to
Nope.
get some city funding.
We'll go to the counter and encounter. It's fine.
This fucking beggar.
People like you.
These frigging beggars are all over the place.
Well, I mean, it's true.
Yes, Felix.
Civilian in need.
What?
Civilian in need.
A civilian in need is a civilian
Oh.
that needs to find a frickin' job.
The place I got,
Be
brand new
advised,
build.
we've located a cache
I
of stolen medical supplies at a
Went
parking lot near
to
West
plug in the
53rd.
vacuum,
I need someone to recover those meds.
and I plugged it in the lower, the lower socket of the receptacle, and the upper receptacle socket of the receptacle shot sparks at me.
Oof! Oh, that's a good sign.
Yeah, that tripped the breaker, and now that breaker will not reset.
Nice!
So yeah, the homeowner is seeing what, it's under warranty and all that, but like what the is to get somebody to do that. I'm assuming it's like an internal short of the receptacle. But like the 2 smaller bedrooms and like the entirety of the living room and like the hallway sockets and lights and all that shit for that area and the front entryway are all like I got no power for those.
I remember there was a chick that I almost dated her in high school, but her dad was an electrician, and there was one day where we're like in a room, and she
Did you just grenade yourself?
No, that was not me. It sounds like me,
Okay.
but it's not me. And
Go get the boxes.
what boxes?
Look at the hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go get him. And so we're sitting there in her room, and she plugged something into the outlet. Although now I can't remember what the hell it was, and it sparked at her, and she was, "Oh, it always does that." And I go, "Look, look. I'm not an electrician, but I do know somebody in your house who is. You need to get him to look at this." He was so mad. He was so mad. He's like, "How long has it been doing this?" She's like, "Oh, it's been doing this for like 2 years." It's like, "Baby girl, you trying to die?" It's like, this could be really bad. This could start a fire. It means that there's something wrong with the outlet. She's like, "Well, I didn't know that." You didn't think electricity flying out at you was a sign? And I'm sitting here like, yeah, no. Let's see, just, there we go. A Goldie drop.
Yep, there's a gold drop.
A Goldie drop in the 3 pairs.
But yeah, so like I don't know that I'm comfortable having like a dozen outlets and a dozen lights all on the same 15 amp circuit.
That money disappeared.
That makes sense.
You know, I don't expect to draw from all those at the same time. It's just me, but hey, like I really think those 2 rooms should be split off on a separate circuit from the entryway hall or the entryway in the like main living area.
Ooh, speaking of funny things you gotta have checked, I got a brand new store like 2 months ago. Brand new. Everything in there is brand new. And I was like, when the guy was working on it, he assured me that everything in there was brand new. That like, okay, we did this, we did this, we did that. Cool, fantastic. Get there, I got a bunch of APs that just keep flapping. I got a bunch of little problems here and there, network problems that just won't go away. And so I'm like, okay, cool. You've brought your people in. Now it's time for me to bring my people in.
What I think it is?
Where you going?
Assault the Stronghold. I don't know. It highlighted a mission. I assume that's what you picked.
Assault the Stronghold. That's what I got.
Yeah.
And so, okay.
There's some guys here.
Where?
Right where the explodey bits are going.
Where the AI bots are going. I like how I don't hear any of your gunshots. Oh crap. Anyway, so now, now that everybody cut corners the first time around, now we're gonna do it right the second time around, and we're gonna spend like 15 grand just finding all the different things that could be wrong. It's great. I love it. And so I was like,
people just refuse to do the fucking work right the first time.
I believe the guy that did it right. I mean, that's not my problem. It's just that he didn't double check it. I don't believe that he did it wrong. I have reason to believe that he did his due diligence up to a point. And I've worked with this guy for like over a decade. I actually worked with him at a previous job. Oh crap. I'm about to go down, I'm down.
Come over.
Yeah, I basically just got, you know, finagled. Flammenwerfer! Oh boy.
Get out of that. Oh, that fucking that flamethrower fucked him off.
Well, flames do that.
Well, you got that one.
Wait, so we're not playing Halo? Honestly, this kind of game with Halo would be a lot better, actually. Like, do this in ODST, it would probably be amazing. Like, make this game just ODST. Drop into a random encounter, and the gameplay is like this, and you are an ODST soldier. Yeah, this would work. I think this would work pretty well.
Yeah, but the problem is they won't make that game.
Oh no, of course they won't, because Halo sucks now. I mean, Halo is a cash cow for people that don't know that Halo's been dead. Like, Halo died around the time that Halo 3 came out. Halo 3... we're just doing the next encounter, I guess, till we keep getting better gear. I don't know. Dinix.
Yeah, Halo 3 was pretty much the end.
I mean, I liked ODST, but it left something to be desired. Oh man, that's good stuff.
That's good stuff.
I have a glass bottle of Coca-Cola. I am treating myself.
Touch soda in forever.
I am having a little treat for myself because I've been such a good boy this week. Also, this week kind of sucked. I don't think I got anything done that I wanted to get done. All my projects and all my little things I've been working on have been a complete waste of my time. To the point where I am now 3 days behind what should have been done like on Wednesday. What should have been done on Wednesday.
Sir, come back.
Well, where am I going?
We're 3 or 4 of an agent trace. Let's finish it up.
We're 3 of 4. All right, fine. Fine is if you wish. This man is dead. Mr. Piper Gibson. 110,000 XP. Felix, what are you doing? Felix, what are you doing? Felix, come here. Come here.
Which one are we going to?
JTF support.
Okay.
Sit down, Felix. Felix, sit down. You're not going to be a pain in my butt right now. Come on. I'm here to play games and have fun. Not pet you.
I think we probably should go to Camp Whatchamacallit.
Camp Whatchamacallit!
Run stuff like, you know, see if we can run stuff like the Pier 93 and whatnot and get you better gear.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's that one that we went to that's off to the far west last time.
Dispatch to patrol. Rikers have a squad pinned down in an alley off of...
Felix, don't do that!
They need backup.
Felix, stop it!
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
And a happy new beer. Do 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 do
Hostile
do
forces
do
approaching.
do 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 do. Oh, damn it. I've got to know when to bone 'em. Know
Get
when
'em,
to
bitch.
bone 'em.
Yeah, keep shooting bullets.
Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
Hostile. Why does the AI know this stuff?
Because it's Isaac. He taps it.
Why is it tapping into phone lines? How does it know?
Warning. Hostile
Just
forces
remember,
approaching.
back in this day and time, they still had POTS lines.
Still have plus ones.
No, you don't. They're mostly all gone.
No, there's a lot of POTS lines there. It's like the fax, it won't die.
I don't know about you, but you get charged. Okay, so federal government, federal regulations have removed POTS lines from like 99% of the world.
Well, it's nice. I still find them and service in buildings, so...
Oh, I'm sure that you do. But like, because carriers are charging people like, was it 30% more every month? So like every month that goes by, they just simply charge you an extra 30%. Alright, where are we going? Pier 93 or whatever?
Oh, yeah, like, you know, I was talking about like Camp Clinton. We can go to like Pier 93
I got Camp Hudson.
or whatever.
Agent, we've started pushing
Piers North, whatever. This one, Pier 93. Can you see that on the map? Look to the west.
Pier 93.
It's a green thing with a fist says resistance.
Yeah, I see it.
Pier 93.
Yep. It just says carrier. Carrier has arrived.
Yeah, well, I can't really remember the entirety of what to do, but it's a place where you can farm points to get your gears.
Well, let's go farming. I've always wanted to be a farmer. Fokker, what are you doing? Stop playing with the
There's a
locals.
bunch of dudes.
Stop
come
playing
over
with the locals. We don't have time for this, Fokker.
Well, this is towards the mission, so I don't know where you're going.
I thought I was heading towards the pier.
I violated the pier, and this is the route to the pier.
Oh my gosh. Luckily, I've only got a 9mm bullet stuck in my butt.
Remember that.
The bistro is closed. Damn. Look at all these fine eating establishments that are now covered in what I assume to be rat feces and depression.
Oh, I mean, that is New York, so.
Welcome to New York, where people will eat you and children will scream at you. Welcome to New York.
The mayor's limo popped its axle in one of our fine potholes. We just had a supply drop go missing too, but the good news is
where
that some of the
migrants
fellas
will
from already
molest
found
you,
it. They're just not having a lot of luck bringing it in.
and women will arrest you. Welcome to New York, where Bill Burr's a douchebag, and so is his wife's a bag. Welcome to New York. There we go.
Our daily blah 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 is done. Yay.
Hooray! 163 1 combat assignment cache. Like, I really want to know, like, why do people like choose to go to New York?
I don't know. I never understood people being enamored with that fucking place. It's like I've been there twice, and the place was.
Oh my God, Austin's here! Holy crap!
I didn't hear him join. Did he, Jim?
No. He's like in the chat. He's here, and he's asking if we have found the division, and the answer is yes. We have found the divisions. Austin, you need to be in here so we can win. Ow!
Yeah, watch out.
No.
There he is.
No, I still have scarred mental trauma from the last time I played the Division with you all.
What was that? That was like 2 months ago.
That's besides the point.
You could continue to make scars just like I do.
No. No, I've come in here to just simply say, so, I was on YouTube, right? And it has come to my attention that the OnlyFans creators have gone too far.
How so?
So, I am sure we are all aware of the OnlyFans tradition by now here. Right, Fokker? Right, miss?
Oh god, I'm getting shot. Oh god, I'm down. Which tradition?
Not really a tradition, I suppose, but trend, right? Like the
And
fact that
it's
like the tradition of all women becoming whores for online.
Yes, I mean, if a woman is online, there's a 99% chance that she will become an e-whore. Yes.
Yeah, so I was browsing through just the YouTube, right? And all of a sudden I was looking at like camping stuff, right? I was looking at like easy fire starters to make at home, right? Like I was looking at like people who were like pouring like wax and stuff like that into like old soup cans, and they were putting like pieces of cardboard in there so it would soak into there, and so you would have like a cheap like burner thing to start fires with, right? And one of the people on there was a woman, and she was like mildly scantily clad, like still like fully clothed and stuff like that. And like the tip she gave was like it was like subpar. Like it was just like oh yeah, here's this thing where I've like super glued like a strike pet match onto my shoe, and also put like a lighter, like matches into my shoe. I'm like, okay. It's like, and follow me for all of my links. Like, no, there's no way. There's no way an outdoor person is doing this. You look at the links, yeah, there's OnlyFans. And then I was watching someone literally clean a gutter pipe and they had the same thing going on YouTube. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Are we now entering in the era where we're gonna watch women do like men's work but scantily clad? Is it
like it literally was that. Like she was wearing a raincoat, so I never even knew it was a woman while I was watching the video, right? And like afterwards, I just like click on the thing to see like what other things they do, and I'm just like, oh.
So is
you're a whore.
Is this like Gun Girls? Is that what this is going to turn into? Is just
like
these are going to be Gun Girls?
Even worse.
Well, how can it be worse? Gun Girls. Okay, take it back. Gun Girls can't exist, but like, this is the equivalent of like an '80s rock music video where you like have the women in the bikinis on the jackhammer and make sure you grease them up good so when it jiggles it shines. Like that's what this is to me. This is the new level
Basically.
of that.
Practically, yeah, but like really, like I was sitting there and I was watching outdoor survivalist videos on how to make fire starters, and one of the search results is an OnlyFans girl.
As
I'm
you
just
do.
like, what? Like I'm all like it's not really like a genre.
Cotton balls, like slathered in Vaseline, keep them in a plastic bag.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, but I was looking for like other options, you know what I mean? Like I was just like trying to broaden my horizons, see if somebody came up with something better than like this stuff I already know, you know? Because like I never considered like melting down wax and stuff like that into it. But
Well, but you have to
and then
have
the
something to melt
second
the wax first, so that you know if you're in the wild and you need this, how would this help?
oh yeah, this was pre-made, right? So like these were like ideas of having like pre-made items that you could take into the woods to like save on cost, like if you're trying to start a fire.
Okay.
Like it's like if you're like me, where I constantly cook outdoors, even if it's like snowing outside.
Why do you
like
do
it comes in handy because I hate myself and I refuse to cook my steaks open on a stovetop. I will only cook them over flame. So I have literally walked outside in the middle of thunderstorms before and just like cook steaks because I want steak. I am a man of beyond stubbornness when it comes to steak preparation.
That's fair. Steaks are different. The steaks are a special thing.
Yeah.
At
But
least
like the
I
other,
understand that.
yeah, and like the other, also hot dogs too. Like I won't cook hot dogs anyway except over an open fire.
Dude,
Like,
just microwave them. Good lord.
no, it'd be on a flame.
Microwave them.
No.
I don't do hot dogs anymore. I only do breads.
Here's what you do. You take a piece of Kraft Singles cheese. You
cheese.
let me finish. Let me finish.
There's nothing to finish. You call that cheese. It's not cheese.
Okay, fine. You take some polymerized plastic tasting cheese.
Where are you going? Where the entrance is here. Where the fuck are you running to?
I'm running to the green anal fist. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going.
I'm standing at the entrance that we're heading towards. I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know what I'm doing either. And you take that in the plate. You put that on a plastic plate, preferably one that is non-BPA free. You put that in there for a good 30 to 45 seconds. You let that plastic polymer cheese seep into the unreal hot dog, and then you bite on it as you can taste the cancer spreading through your body.
Make sure you get plates made out of Melmac and you just fucking throw them in the microwave.
Or you could just do it ceramic, like I do.
We've got to collect shit from the waves to open the doors.
Oh, well, I should probably not be here then.
Well, this is where it's going to go down, so...
Is this like the beginning of Star Wars, where like everybody's like pointing guns at the single
Start
door?
over here close to the door.
Yeah.
They're not going to come through the door. We're trying to open the door.
Oh.
The door is our objective. We have to pick up drops from the enemies.
Open door.
Oh, sorry, wrong way. Yeah. Felix.
But no, and the other video was just a woman, and I didn't even know it was a woman. She was just like cleaning the gutters. It was one of those videos like I was watching on my break where I'm just like,
We're under raid.
where like it's just like people doing like the oddly satisfying things, you know. Where it's just like, wow, like people are like peeling off screens or like cleaning like gutters or shit like that. And she was wearing a full-on like rain jacket, so you couldn't even tell that it was a woman. And then like the person like pulls around, turns around, flashes the camera. It's just like, now follow all my links. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like we have gone too far when, you know, like when the hoes are cleaning out the gutters trying to find new fans. I
mean,
think we've gone a little bit far.
to be fair, though, that's not a bad plan. I mean,
I guess, but like it seems a bit much to me.
I personally, I hear this and I go, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, their job is to satisfy their customers, and you know, that's not a bad way to do it. I mean, who doesn't like a good little ASMR? Who doesn't like their favorite e-thought doing that?
I guess. Well, I'm just like, really, like, is nothing sacred? Can I not watch a person clean out a gutter?
No.
I mean, you're right. Nothing is sacred. We passed the point of sacred.
But see, I would go further. Now you've given me an idea, and I now thought of a way to make some money where we just advertise it, where all we do is we get women in bikinis to do oddly satisfying things.
Mm-hmm. Like pulling like a Velcro apart or something.
That too, yeah, sure, why not?
I don't know. That was like.
Where to go next?
I'm more thinking like power washing sidewalks, and because as they're doing stuff, oh god, like things will jiggle, things will like slide, they get wet, you know, like the whole 9 yards.
Mm-hmm. You know, when I was a child, never before would I think that the days, like the future of the world would be like watching skinny clad detox. Doing basic labor.
No, neither did I. But then again, had you told me that the internet was going to be a thing when I was a little kid, I wouldn't have believed you anyway. That sounded science fiction. I had no vision as a 7-year-old.
It's true, most 7-year-olds don't have much visions.
Nope. I did not have the vision needed to do that, so, you know.
Get ready to give the objective a scan.
Which I'm trying to remember which way that fucker is.
See, you must be extremely disappointed here, Fokker. You were watching the Jetsons, and here we are, no Jetsons technology.
Oh, there's Jetsons technology. It's just it's subscription-based and shitty.
10 seconds until next wave.
Come to me. And just inject them. Interact with the door here.
That's it. I'm out of money.
Yeah, I know, we gotta get one.
RPG, oh god!
That wasn't RPG, that's about to be exploded.
Get him! RPG! And Flammenwerfer! But yeah, no, that sounds awful, actually. I mean, it just makes me sad.
What?
That you've got e-thoughts now that just do stuff that respectable people used to do for fun.
Basically. Like that's the future. God, see, why couldn't I have been born with massive tits and be a woman?
Because then you'd have to get fucked in order to be useful.
No, I don't have to get fucked. I can just... I don't, who cares about being useful? I can just stand there and show off my massive titties in a bikini and power wash. And I can make thousands of dollars a month. Tens of thousands of dollars.
See, but then you... Like, again, I've never known anybody that does stuff like that. Not that I know many e-thoughts, but... Let's do it this way. Every whore that I've ever met is not happy.
Most of them aren't, but that's
None of them are. I've never met all the women that I knew that were like back in like high school and college that were like total hoes, and they're like, oh no, I have everything that I could possibly want. Yeah, they're not very happy now.
Yeah, usually that there's an odd correspondence with, you know, just being constantly railed through non-stop and acting like a complete utter whore. That just, you know, really starts to degrade on you as a person.
I wonder why.
You're just like at the end of the day, like, is this all I am?
Yes.
20 seconds until next wave.
But no, it just I've known quite a few, and
it's a lifestyle Fokker wishes to emulate. He knows that he could become the true e-thought.
It is a lifestyle that I can understand where if you're very, like, if you're in your, like, late teens, early 20s. Yeah, I already dumped him in there.
Heavily armored enemy detected.
Come on, Talker. You know you could show off that pussy. Just become the true man whore. The gigolo. The American gigolo. The American gigolo.
Incorporated. Ow! What the hell? Where'd you come from?
Oh, that's a great movie.
Ow! Behind us. I don't even know where this guy came from.
Get over here.
Yo, have you seen that fucker? Bruce Gigolo, American or European Gigolo?
I've seen the first one. I didn't see the sequel.
Oh, you got the sequel is so much better than the first one.
Eliminate all hostiles that remain.
I'm out of ammo.
Scans say you have 3 enemies left.
A little bit.
Scans say you got 1 hostile left.
Yeah, I'm very low on ammo.
Oh, we should be able to find a case once. I'm trying to
Next
remember
wave in 20 seconds.
the delivery dock we want to go to. Fucking Christ! I gotta look up a guy.
10 seconds until next
Oh,
wave.
what? Oh crap! Well, I bought this. Whatever.
Why did you buy that?
I don't know. I didn't know what it was.
Doors open over here.
Bye.
Next wave of hostiles is beginning.
I'm not gonna make it. No, I'm not gonna make it. I am not gonna make it out of here. Ow, zappy zap. Ow. Down. Fucker!
Dude, I'm just come over here. Like,
Fucker! Don't let me die!
I'm getting stunned.
Don't let the bees mess with you.
It's just a little bit of a taser.
It's just a little taser. Yeah, but this reminds me, we need to get more tasers in our prisons.
We need to have, yeah, we were lacking most of basic necessities.
Like batons and
Yeah.
handcuffs.
I literally don't think our guards even have batons.
Well, you're probably right. I mean, that costs money.
I mean, yeah.
And
But, I mean, we were going to spend $70 per pair of shoes to give them
Nothing burger.
fiberglass shoes.
In our defense, they deserved it. If they were sent to our prison, they probably deserved it.
Probably, yeah.
I'm seeing 1 more hostile.
You mean cannon fodder?
Where'd he go?
Could have got a machine gun on top of that thing.
Ammo, thank you. Medkits, I'll take those, thank you.
I'm gonna open up the delivery dock. I don't have enough funds. You? Coming to me.
Where are you? Where am I going?
Come over here to this door.
This
I
is
don't
like...
remember which section it is. It's the farming section of this.
Oh, that can't do that. Is this like the is this like the farming or the Nazi zombies?
Oh yeah, how many things do you got unlocked to get all the skulls and bonus stuffs?
I don't know.
Like, do you gotta like bump the bobblehead and then run 3 times in a circle around some object?
And then Eminem starts singing.
20 seconds.
Yeah, and then you have to get there in underneath 32 seconds.
Yep.
Oh, there's one up on the
To be
right.
fair, that one Eminem song in like Nazi Zombies, like for the
10 seconds until
where they do like
next
the
wave of
presidents and
hostiles.
like during this like it was at JFK, and I feel that was a pretty good song. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, I just want to know who the fuck figures out all these Call of Duty zombie secrets.
Shade Tech
Because, like,
gone
they're so
online.
obscure that I'm just like, how do you even?
People that have no free time and no life and go through every mission autistically over and over and over again, or they just look it up online.
Yeah, but there has to be somebody who does it first.
Well, yeah, but like
And so-
somebody knows a developer that knows somebody, and it travels fast.
I
Right?
suppose that. Yeah.
And then you have people that go, I'm an influencer. Tell me something about the game that nobody else knows. Oh, you get to be the first one to find out. Look how smart I am. Or they just look at the source code, like, hey, that's what a lot of people that actually. Okay, so here's the thing: a lot of people that break video games, they don't do it by finding out. What they do is they open up the actual source code. They open up, was it the terminal in the game, and then they go, okay, what is this? What does that do? And that's where a lot of references and like, what do you call it, broken files come from. So, as an example, I know there's a bunch of in old RPGs. There's a bunch of quest lines that exist, but you know we don't see them because they're all turned off. But the storylines, the dialogue, all that stuff is still there. So KOTOR is an excellent example. There's an entire level missing from KOTOR. Like it's in the game. It's just you're not allowed to get to it.
3 unfriendlies left.
And so you ask like, hold on, like why can't I get to it? It's because the developers turned it off. They had dialogue written. They had everything for it ready to go. They just pulled it from the game. But if you look into the source code and you can actually go into the terminal and say, hey, what's this do or what's that do, you'll find random objects that maybe should have a...
yeah, I know you can do that. Because you can find a lot of like the assets that are still being used, and like that's how they found in Fallout 4 there was a Kraken mission they were supposed to be.
Yep. And so you could turn those back on. Right?
Hostiles inbound in 20 seconds.
Okay, got that opened.
Exotic grenades. Ooh, do they delayed answers?
That's all far too technical. Instead, I have a question for you, fucker. What would you pay me $10,000 to shake my hand? Yeah. No.
Above us,
steal here, man. I'm offering you a genuine steal here, man. Like it would only cost you $10K to shake my hand. Yeah. So I was watching Arch, and he was detailing this fact that some dude paid $30,000 to shake the hands of one of his favorite OnlyFans creators.
Why?
Fucking sad.
Yeah, it really is. Like, you can buy like a nice vacation in Thailand and fuck all the Thai hookers you want for that price.
But for $30,000, who's got $30,000 to spend?
Yeah, that's one of those things where I'm just, it's like, how?
Damn it!
How did you get that?
I was going for the heals, and apparently I just got shot and zapped at the same time.
Well, some of these people get genuinely addicted to like the creators too. Like there was one guy, I believe, who went $300,000 in debt over one of them. But yeah, see, I was offering you a bargain bin here, fucker. For a lonely SO at $10,000, I was willing to shake your hand.
I hate life.
No. I mean, I'll do it for $9,000. That's the lowest I can go, you know, like.
I wouldn't pay $9.
Well, that's a bit harsh.
I wouldn't pay $9.
Just, I would honestly, I would look at these guys and be like, dude, come on, seriously, man, like you don't need to do this. Like, do you need a friend? Do you need a friend? Do you need like a hug? What do you need? Don't do this. These women don't deserve you. Like, these women don't deserve what you're giving them. Please stop.
Yeah.
Because I genuinely, to me, oh, we're getting flanked. Like, to me, these people, what they really need is like an actual friendship, not, you know, not a shitty one. I mean, they just need an actual friend who goes like, hey, you want to play a game this weekend? Or, hey, you want to grab a bite to eat? Or, I don't know, hey, let's go see a movie. I'm dead, by the way.
I got that much.
He's being shooted.
I know. It's so, I look at this and...
Dude.
Are you down?
Yep. I gotta watch a fucking, so we're not fucking around exploring shit.
Damn.
No, I gotta see where, like, I'm trying to actually get us to where it's a fucking easy farm and we can get you gear real fast. Ah, fucking bullshit. Yes, exit me the fuck out of here, dude, already. I fucking died. Jesus Christ.
But no, I really just think those people need a friend, which is really sad, because it just speaks to our modern day and how...
I don't have authority powering your stream thing to ban somebody, damn it.
That's unfortunate.
Bye. Have a good time.
Bye, have a wonderful time.
Let me look up. Okay.
Like the only time I'm ever gonna find like someone and be able to ban someone is just like I don't have power.
I've got the power.
Let's see.
Turn this on. Alpha Bridge. That's better. That's better. Let me mod these a little bit. Ooh. Mod. Mod.
Yes. Bitch, shut the fuck up and get to the goddamn...
Hold on. I'm getting a few things prepped for myself. Hold on.
No, it's fine. I'm just want to see like the actual path instead of her talking.
But no, it kind of makes me very sad to see people like that, because it really is just it's such a sad thing to hear and see about in the modern day. I mean, we are more connected than we ever have been, and yet people still can't make friends. Like,
I would argue that we are more connected on an internet, like on that level, but we are more disconnected on a personal level than ever before.
Oh, I agree entirely. Which is the weird part, is that ironically, it's the same thing as everything else. The easier the access, the cheaper it becomes. The cheaper it becomes, the less valuable it becomes. That's all it is. And so the fact that we can so easily... Oh, jeez, I gotta open all these things. The fact that we can so easily communicate with one another makes the communication less valuable, so we never do it. It's like it's almost like if your parents live next door to you, you never see them. It's not because that you don't want to. It's just straight up because it's so easy to do, you just don't think about doing it. You know, much in the same way that, like, if you easily have, you know, much in the same way when women, like, have men throw themselves at them, well, they're not going to really care. They're not going to care because why would they? It happens all the time. It's only whenever it becomes more scarce that it becomes more valuable. It just proves the idea that scarcity matters. Which is really sad when you think about that. That means that, like, you're going to bypass every opportunity whenever it's convenient, and it's only going to be done whenever it's inconvenient.
Are you stocked up?
Yeah, I'm...
Delivery dock was the path. We just need to climb up a ladder and go to the area I'm looking for.
So I'm debating whether I should find another, like, machine gun to use.
Something that you don't have to reload as often with. I mean, like, I picked up a bunch of add-ons for mine that increased my reload speed, so I've got, like, a pretty fast reload on the LMG.
Let me see what other mods I got.
Because it's like I've got reload on a couple of the pieces on it. One of my pieces of gear gives me like a 22% reload.
This gives me extended magazine, gives me 94% magazine size, 4% reload speed. The next best thing is 21% reload speed, 4%.
No, I mean, that right there for 94% magazine plus reload, that's good. It's gonna means you got more bullets to go through before you need to reload.
Oh, yeah.
Loads faster.
I'm just looking for anything else I can attach to it or mess with it, and not really. I'm looking for another weapon that I could use that will allow me to not be using the sniper rifle that I have, because the sniper rifle, although good, it's not good for the actual. It's prepping the shots, and everybody's always so close.
Gold shotgun that's got the talent Swift, which increases the reload by 25%. Critical hit damage is increased by 15, and critical hit chance is increased by 5.
I'm gonna try the Tactical Saga something.
Oh, this is a M870 that I've got. It's just some shareable stuff I've got. I've also got Enhanced AUG, which is a classified as a submachine gun, but if you have enough points, it's got adept, which increases your critical hit chance. Swift reloads faster. Critical hit chance is increased by 5. You want to try either one of those?
Sure, you can throw it to me. Austin redeems drink the juice.
Oh.
One moment. I will need to. Let's try that.
I shared both of those. You can see if either one of them works for you.
Hold on 1 second. I will have to go enhanced AUG. Let's
I'll
see.
pick up the other one.
Ah, yes. See, I could go with a standard assault rifle, but I don't know. Let's see here.
Oh, the AUG's, it counts as a submachine gun, even though it's fucking not. It's firing goddamn 5.56.
No, it's not. It's a regular machine gun.
No, it's a fucking rifle. It's laughable that they classified it as a submachine gun. It's not firing pistol calibers.
According to that magazine, it might be. I've got a tactical
What kind of magazine did you give it? You should have a 30 rounder in an AUG.
Let's see. Actually, I've got a Mark 16 and a AK-47 that do better. So if I was going to do that, I would choose one of those.
Whatever you think's going to work best.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll go into the first area, we open up the door, then we go over and open up the dock at that same door I was opening. And then we'll run up the ladder and run over to this one hallway. And it, pretty much we just want to try to draw out the farm there to pick up as much shit as possible. I'm going to have you pick it up just to make sure you can open up the fucking chest and get the shit. Let me double check to make sure where that farming chest is.
Yeah, I need because everybody's always so close, so I need something that's not going to be in my way, All right, let me go grab another drink so I can match what I can fulfill Austin's requests. Felix, what do you want? What do you want? Where's your toy? Where's your toy, Felix? I can't throw your toy without a toy. Oh, there's your ducky toy. Okay, hold on. Ducky
Felix
toy.
the cat.
I found ducky toy.
Some of the secrets in the original Doom are really hard to find.
Austin, now that I'm thinking about it, you know what we should do during Prison Architect? I need to add, Prison Architect regulations in the actual Twitch chat. So it's oh, you need to make, all cells must be this big now. Or, hey, all people must only eat this food. Or, from now on, lunch will always be at midnight. That kind of stuff. So people can actually watch and go, no, these are the new rules. These are the new prison rules. And we just gotta make them fit. Alright, I drank some juice. Shut up.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot.
Was it apple juice?
Yes, it was apple juice.
Okay, that's good.
Also, I need to upgrade all my stuff again because I just got new stuff.
I would certainly hope so. It shouldn't be anything un-Christian. Or un-Muslim, as we live in the modern day.
Fucking shoot me.
No, that's wrong.
No, it's not. It's actually required by Islamic law.
So, yeah, their main thing is to try and, survive about 11 waves in this area. And where we're going to be sat at, they're pretty much just going to come down the hallway towards us. And as long as we stay back in the corner, the enemy shouldn't spawn behind us, so there'll only be 4 of us. There will be bosses. We need to, keep the bosses up as much as possible, extend the waves. Probably should trade out our, when we get in the hallway, trade out our Seekers for the Flashbang which is if you go and look under your skills, abilities, it's the tech one, the sticky bomb.
The thing you don't
There's,
have.
Flashbang.
Skills, talents. I have unassigned talents. I should probably assign those.
But yeah, under tech, under sticky bomb, it's the like second one over. It's flashbang. So we'll probably want to switch to that once we get in the hallway because that'll be useful for disabling and distracting the boss, just so we can keep kiting him and just keep mowing down the lessers. As far as your talents, you're definitely going to want tech support because each time you get a kill, it extends any active skills. So with your med station down, it'll it'll keep that going longer and also show you a place where you can throw it so they can't target it.
All right.
Probably pick the med station one that gives you ammunition. So that way you can help keep your ammo up.
Which one is this one? Decrease damage resistance. Suppress hostiles. Sealing out a skill to reduce skill cooldowns to 50%. Make it negative 7. Yeah. Immunity. Revive a downed agent. Which one's this one you're talking about? That gives me ammo?
Well, not in talents, in your skills, your med station.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Pick up the one that gives you ammo, the ammo cache one. It's got 2 bullets.
Yes, that can be used to revive down allies. In medical? 2 bullets?
Yeah, the 2. If you look at the med station in medical, look at the modifications on the right.
Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah.
You want to activate the one with the 2 bullets because you're going to get ammo as well as heal and skill cooldown is faster.
All right, what's this one? Heals and cures the users and nearby allies, revives allies in range. Automatically triggers on lethal damage when not in a group. Okay.
Oh, or you just look at it through
your those other skills.
Your like special skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, recovery link's a good one. I'm just gonna focus on doing damage, so I'm gonna be using tactical link.
I am a pretty little princess in this fight, so I'm gonna just do other stuff.
No, that's definitely use tactical link because it has a long cooldown, but it'll help keep you from dropping as often.
Weapon enhancement, tactical link or recovery link?
Recovery link for you. I'm using tactical link because I'm going to be focusing on doing damage, but you can use the med station for your heals, and for now, like until you actually get in the hallway, we can use the seeker mines. But we'll want to switch to flashbang. Swap out the seekers for flashbang.
Let's go!
Ready? Okay.
You've got to know when to bone them. Know when to bone them.
Know when to throw them.
We've got a large
know when to throw
them.
Hostiles active.
Why am I getting this?
Know when to run.
Know when to run.
20 seconds.
You've got to count your money before she spends it all.
You never count in front of her.
Next wave of hostiles.
She'll spend it all.
What you got.
Exactly. You never count those bunnies when you're in front of her.
Hostiles now inbound.
It's bunnies.
You never count your bunnies when she's right in front of you.
You say bunnies, my thought immediately went to like Hugh Hefner.
That's kind of what I was aiming for, actually.
You never count your side pieces.
No, definitely don't do that. Holy crap, no.
Let's see if 5 enemies left.
You're sitting at the table. Don't let them know that you are. I don't know. I'm not musically inclined.
This isn't musically inclined. This is about telling a story.
Okay, you got 1 hostile left.
Pick up all the stuff.
Yeah, just pick it all up.
From what I'm
yourself.
seeing, you're gonna have to
Just
deal with skill
stick with that,
jammers.
so when it comes time, you missed one.
Oh god.
20 seconds.
That reminds me of another thing too.
So
God,
when
see-
time of farming, we make sure you get the gear. Put it on the door, because this door we definitely want to open.
10 seconds until
Bank-
next
bank
wave
it on
of
the door.
hostiles.
What, do I lose it every round?
Yeah, no, just bank it in the door. Fucking so we can see when the door is ready to go. We're not waiting around for it to pop open.
Warning. EMP bursts are inbound.
What were you saying, Austin?
I was just thinking about the fact that I was watching what was it called, Caleb Hammer, where it's this guy who goes to look like people who have
Yes!
like god awful finances, and he figures out like what's wrong with their stuff. One of the guys in there, he was like an he wasn't an electrician. What was he? He was a South Austin guy who was over. I think he was in Thrill Ring. And he showed up there with his wife, and they were trying to figure out where all of his money went. Because he was like, I'm broke. How can you help me? And he sits there with his wife as they like start reading off like subscriptions and whatnot. And it was just OnlyFans, 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 OnlyFans.
Jeez.
And the wife just turns and looks at him.
Wave of hostiles in 10 seconds.
Yeah, I would too. Are you kidding me? Like, dude.
And it's like they're deep in debt, like tens of thousands of dollars, and she just like turns and looks at the husband. It's like, what is this, honey?
Yeah, no, I would
You
too.
see the guy like sweating bullets. Like, I don't know what that is. Not a clue.
Jeez. Like, don't lie. Like, you're already caught. And here's the thing. Like, okay, look. There is an argument to be made, and I know that women hate to hear this. Like, look, ladies, I know that nobody's watching, but like, there is an argument to be made that if your man is looking for something somewhere else, it's because you're not providing it.
You mean to tell me unenthusiastic hand jobs once a month are not enough?
No, they are not. And believe me, like, if you have a healthy relationship, you need to have that conversation. Like, and I mean it. Like, you need to be like, look, you're not putting effort into this, and it's really showing, and I don't like it. And it's a very awkward conversation.
But she brought her kids into it too. Like, how can you? That took a darker tone right there.
Yeah, no, that took a very dark tone. Holy crap! No, like, but seriously though, if it's to the point where, like, if she thinks that simply being a freaking fish on the ground is the same thing as putting her all into it, then you got problems.
Listen, miss, someone's like a corpse.
Next wave of hostiles in 20 seconds.
Sacks of potatoes does not equate to effort.
Sometimes a sack of potato is very sexy.
I've never. If you're Irish, maybe.
Got the letter.
What letter? What letter? Oh, there's.
Right here, this letter.
More so French myself, but yeah.
But no, I find the argument of, well, it's the idea that women go, well, I'm the prize, and I go, no, you're not the prize. You are barely even effort.
You're a dishwasher, darling.
Again, if the whole thing is, well, I give you sex, well, I can get that from anybody. Holy crap! Behind us! Behind us! Behind us! Behind us! Behind us!
Matter of fact, before long, you'll be able to get that from anything.
If I was Arab, I could get it from any animal.
Well, I just mean the fact that like we're rapidly approaching the point of having just machines that you can like hook yourself up to, or that will hook themselves up to you in the form of various robots, and just be like, aha.
Like, don't interact with anything else.
Wait, what's up?
We just gotta stand in range of this computer here for the day.
Hell, shooting at me.
Just get over to me.
Run. Have you seen those things, Fokker? They're like the $9,000 of real sex dolls of like video game characters like Tifa.
Yes.
Smith,
I have
come with
seen.
me.
I'm coming. I'm trying not to get shot.
Just roll the lot.
Must be a sad feeling when you're just sitting there cleaning that out.
Well, I mean, again, so the next thing is going to be, if you want to make sex bots replace women, they need to be able to be self-maintaining. And, like, because nobody wants to clean out their sex bot. But anyway, like I was saying, it's the idea that women can just simply sit there and go like, oh well, I'm tired, I'm like whatever. You can, I get it. Like not every day is gonna be a good day. I get it. But if it's like if you're leaning more towards that direction,
I'll run back to that hallway.
no.
No.
Hostiles inbound in 20 seconds.
I'm saying that like if your significant other is constantly looking for something somewhere else, and you have the audacity to be
Hostiles
upset about
inbound
it,
in
you
10
need to ask
seconds.
yourself, why is he looking for something else somewhere else?
Oh, okay. Grab that ladder.
Oh, and not even climb out? Not even, okay, going.
Heavily armored enemy inbound.
Yep. Fucking Christ. The boss spawned out here. Okay.
Where are we going?
It may be gay.
Let's keep going this way.
I really like the fact that those sheets of like, they're not even pressed wood. Like, what the fuck is that? Probably like some plastic polymer. Like, that'll protect you from bullets. Absolutely.
What are we talking about?
The guardrails right there. The fact that you can hide behind it and stuff. Like, the game is just like, no, this will stop bullets. Absolutely.
Oh, got behind us, guys.
Or the air ducts you're on.
It's plywood.
Oh, the
Jeez.
plywood, it didn't load for me. It was choppy.
Okay, it looks like plywood to me.
Yeah, once you get closer, it's then like Twitch like starts to load it because like my internet connection's like wanting to be choppy.
Prep yourself for loss of shade tech.
What?
Follow me.
Next
We're
wave in
gonna
20
stack up
seconds.
here and deal with them coming down the hallway. Trade out your seekers for
Next wave of
The
hostiles in
flashbang.
10 seconds.
Talents. What did that? Perks? No.
no, it's abilities. It's the
Alert. Shade Tech interacts are offline.
fucking Christ game. Like, apply it. What the fuck?
Oh God!
Oh, how do you feel about the fact that the next division, Falk, will be made by Chinese ownership?
Very good.
You've seen that, right? That Tencent bought out Ubisoft. They bought 25%.
And Tencent set it up because Chinese aren't people trying to fuck over the culture.
Well, China understands that if they own all the video games, they own the culture, and they make a lot of money out of
Well,
it.
I get that, but I'm just saying, like, they fucking put themselves
They invest heavily into ESG, so that everybody does it except for them. It makes sense. I mean, it's a very good business strategy.
Like convince people like, oh yeah, this is absolutely what will make you all the money because the stock investors are gonna follow it.
Well, it's actually even more sinister than that, actually, because it's not even that. It's the idea that, hey, we are the investors, you will do what we want. And so they actually, the more they own of the company, the more they can push them to do what they want.
I'm gonna, like, start going to the med station. I'll show you where.
One more hostile.
Yeah, we're gonna run ammo quick if you
Yep.
fuck out of here. There you go.
How do we get ammo off this thing?
It just gives us ammo and reloads. As long as it's deployed. Go. And then come back over here.
20 seconds until next
Next
wave.
time, try and get it to like up around this area between these two pipes. When you deploy it, your med station, you can
10
get it up there
seconds
and they
until
won't be able to
next
target it.
wave.
I need to change my flashbang. Where's my flashbang? Where's the flashbang?
It's the
Oh, I see
the
it.
launcher.
Next wave of hostiles starting now.
Yeah.
Mostly setting the flashbangs for shutting down the boxes.
I'm seeing 5 hostiles remaining.
Well, the one benefit to being this close is I don't have to actually like aim or anything.
Hey, deploy your station whenever it gets up.
Scans say you got 1 hostile left.
How long is the cooldown on your station?
I don't know.
You ready to start scanning the objective?
Next wave in 20 seconds.
Alright.
Okay, we gotta go for the data breach. We gotta go out. We gotta go out.
Do what? Why?
Data breach, because we have to disable the data breach, otherwise we'll lose
Next
the
wave of
waves.
hostiles in 10 seconds.
Hooray, I'm gonna die. Hey, look, there's something gold over there. I gotta pick it up. Gotta pick it up, gotta pick it up, gotta pick it up, gotta pick it up.
The computer.
Yeah, but there's gold! There's 2 golds!
Yeah, I get that. Great. Like, go for the computer.
Going for computer! I mean, the odds of me making it are really low, but let's do it! Oh, yep, nope. Already getting shot at.
Yeah, just run the roll, run the roll.
Come on, serpentine, serpentine.
Serpentine! Serpentine!
Bought up a fucking ammo. We gotta stay in range of this thing
Ah.
so we clear the data breach.
That was a great scene from what the fuck was that? Generation Kill.
I never saw that.
Oh, it's great. I really enjoy that show. Where like they're in a city and they're taking fire and they have the
Ow.
news reporter guy and they're like clearing the guys to run up to like across the street. And he's like, "All right, go." And like the guy like runs across there.
I got
And then
behind us, behind us.
I know, I'm getting shot at from every direction.
Fucking take cover, Jesus fucking Christ.
I did, or I tried to, but they're hitting me
No,
from
not
every
me.
direction.
The fucking, like, my character was just standing there and refused to take cover.
Who needs cover when you have armor?
Contempt is your armor. So say it this Marines.
Exactly. My armor is contempt.
I'm gonna get killed.
Reloading on everything.
Remaining enemies.
Ow!
Scans say you have 3 enemies left.
But no, but it's a great scene in that TV show where the guy is like,
Son of
they're like all the Marines are like jumping through there, crossing the street, trying to get to the other building, and you have the reporter in there, and the guy's like, he's doing serpentine through there, and all the Marines just stop and look at him, are like, "What the fuck are you doing?" They tell him never do that again because the time it took him to run the serpentine pattern to get across the street was like 4 times as long as what it took for the guy to run in straight lines to get into cover.
That's ridiculous. Are you telling me that serpentine isn't as effective as people say it is?
Possibly.
Okay, get back up that ladder.
Get ready.
Pop your
You're
station.
gonna have to deal with a contamination anomaly.
Press the deployment key again.
20
and we'll
seconds
blow it
until
up.
next.
Alright, there you go.
Okay, we gotta get back up that ladder.
We're not gonna make it, just FYI.
Yes, we are. Just run, 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 run.
Hostiles
Get a run, get a
inbound
run,
in
get a
10
run, get a
seconds.
run, get a 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 run. Run, 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 run. Why is my
Warning. Virus burst
Level 5
incoming.
contamination, just run for the hallway.
I was gonna say, why is my screen turning gray? Oh, jeez, that hurt. Holy crap. Okay, now serpentine. Holy crap, I'm gonna die, 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 I'm gonna die.
Heal, use the heal, goddammit.
I don't have any heals. What the hell? What?
Go to the station.
I'm dead. I'm down.
Contamination.
How did I get hit?
It's because we're taking fucking. Oh, what the fuck? Nobody mentioned this shit. Contamination. Go back and watch it.
Oh well. Get him, Parker! Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him!
Goddamn fucking game, fuck off!
Show them the meaning of pain! See, Austin, we need you here, and you're not here to help us.
I'm good. I remember the last time I played Division, where it was just endlessly restarting the same fucking beginning.
No, that was Division 2. We don't do that here.
You did that here, and God, was that a fucking
No, he didn't.
nightmare.
That was Fokker. He did that because what was it? He chose to do, like, he was in his, like, level 30 character or whatever.
Yeah, and then he DC'd. And then we got stuck surrounded by level 30 enemies.
Well, yeah, but that was like, but we didn't, like, restart from scratch.
Yeah, we did. We had Iron Man mode on, so every time we died, we had to restart.
There is no Iron Man mode here.
There's no hardcore. I'm gonna go down.
That's number 2. Hey, what?
Try out there.
How'd you go down?
Leaving
Contamination. Like, okay, I gotta see what the fuck, fuck it. I mean.
Oh, well, did we get anything out of it or no?
The entire thing. Well, it's wasted without being able to actually, like, just do something else, because it's wasted without actually being able to open up the crate and get the fucking supplies from it.
Yeah. Well, hold on, I thought I got some, like, I thought I got some shade tech out of that, or yeah, some resistance tier caches.
I mean, you can open those up and see what you get out of them.
I've got a police M4, and I got a West Side. West Side, fucker, West Side.
Yeah, well, I got some fucking green gear out of some of this shit. Anything I get, I'll drop to you.
I got a police M4, which I do want. I do want a classic carry handle police M4. But nothing that's going to really top any of my gear right now.
Well, I'm about to drop some stuff that's going to help you, but I mean, it's not a full kit set, so it's not going to be great things for you.
I'm dreaming of a full kit set, just like the ones I used to blow.
I can't. See, I can't share these, motherfucker.
He can't share it because he's lying, and I'll see policemen in the snow.
Why am I lying? Like, seriously, I don't need any of this shit.
Yes! I want this massive freaking suppressor on my pistol, because why wouldn't you? 1911, I love you, but I have to let you go.
I'm dropping a bunch of gold shit, so hopefully some of this stuff will...
Goldilocks and the Three Bears!
I can share that one.
Ooh, look at that. Final measures. Look at that. Look at that. We're moving up in the world.
Those are shareable.
Look at all that armor that I got now, guys. I have nothing to use with it, though. Let's see. Yeah. Wait, hold on. I thought I was supposed to be able... I thought my passive ability kept me from dying.
It will, but you don't notice it. You gotta pay attention to it actually going off, because if it goes off, then it's gonna be on cooldown and it's not gonna do it again.
Oh.
So, like, if it actually saves your ass, you're suddenly gonna be at full health again, but it's gonna be on cooldown and it won't do it a second time.
I must have missed that. I got some new knee pads for whenever you gotta get down and dirty and fast.
You can see if any of those do you any favors.
Hold on. Let's find out. Let's look at some new guns. Ooh, Black Market S. Oh, M60. 93,624. That's a level 176. I could probably mod this and it would be better than my current one. Let's find out.
Oh, I'm hoping that gear will get your overall gear score up.
94% magazine size. Very nice. Let's put that on there.
sad that we did not get the boss waves. I gotta see what their option is to deal with the contamination shit.
Let's see. 90 physics. Yep, this does more damage now. So my M249 is no longer the king of the castle. So I might as well just strip all the weapon stuff off of it. Don't need it.
Don't forget to switch back off the flashbang since...
Are you telling me that I can't keep my flashbangs equipped? How dare you?
You can if you want. You're up to 205, so we could probably do that DZ together now.
Oh, that fire rate is so bad. Oh, good lord.
I'll be right back on the
How dare you go to the bathroom? You know, I could just trade this out to, like, both, just have 2 MGs. Yeah! It's like Nam all over again! Yeah, get him! Get the Viet Cong! Oh my god! Sorry.
Not them darn VC. Now remember, anyone that runs is a VC. Anyone that stands is a well-trained VC.
What's really funny about that is that
He was shooting children and women?
Well, that is the funny part, yes. That's the part that I find funny. I mean, you know. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but, you know. I need faster fire rates.
That's the part you just gotta sit there and you're just like watching on repeat, like, ha ha ha. They died.
They died like bastards. Wow, that's, whew boy.
They died like the doggies.
Oh my god.
Another good horror movie for you to watch, Myth. They Them Camp.
They Them Camp. Alright, I'll bite. What's that about?
I think it's what it's called. So it's just called They Them. So a group of teenagers in an LGBTQ plus conversion camp endures unsettling psychological techniques while being stalked by a mysterious mass killer.
I want to watch
That's
it.
Kevin Bacon in it.
Ooh! So we're gonna do Footloose, but like hardcore.
Eyes back.
Welcome back.
Have you seen They Them, Fokker?
They, them? What do you mean?
It's a movie.
No.
It's where let me see right here. A group of teenagers in an LGBTQ plus conversion camp endures unsettling psychological techniques while being stalked by a mysterious mass killer.
As long as they all die in the end, I might watch it.
Well, they all die. Well, there's like a 46% chance they're gonna die at the end. I mean, come on.
Given that it's, you know, they them bullshit, they're gonna miraculously survive.
You never know.
Like
don't know how to write.
There's no miracle strong enough to keep them alive in the long run.
See, you just you have to watch it. You gotta watch it with an open mind and just a willingness to accept that whatever you're watching is just very, very stupid.
There you go.
Sure, why not? Where are we going?
We're gonna go to the dark zone. We should be in the same bracket now.
The dark zone is for the immediate loading and unloading of passengers. Hey, look at that! A custom something something. As we all know, because it's custom means it's good. Oh, is it Kel-Tec that's coming out with a new, like, stripper clip fed pistol?
They did. It came up with a 5.7 that uses stripper clips. The mean, I don't know.
Alright, first off, I do applaud the idea of what they're doing, but holy crap, that's a novelty gun. Like, that is a non-effective weapon.
People like it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know that I think that, 5.7 is great out of a fucking pistol length barrel, but it's effective with the actual, like armor piercing ammo from, like a PDW.
So what would be the benefit? Like, what is the tactical benefit of a stripper clip fed pistol?
Oh, the stripper clip? No, that's just, that's meme level. Like, I don't know why the fuck they did that outside of, for the lulz.
I mean, look, I appreciate that. Like, look, guns used to be partially for the lulz and partially for, like, the practicality of it. I'm okay with them having a lull gun, a meme gun.
I mean, the today's current market, like, you kind of need to have, like, you're not gonna compete with most of these people on the virtues of like superior craftsmanship or anything like that. Most people already have their favorite guns figured out, or like they're competing with like the old favorites, like, you know, the MP5 or the M14 or
the MP5. That's not even possible.
Like everybody already has like the stuff they like, so you might as well compete by not competing and just like creating something that's utterly stupid to look at. Because at least then it'll get people's attention. Be like, I want to buy this.
I mean, that's still kind of a gamble.
It is, but it's a far more successful gamble than, you know, like creating the brand, like trying to create the brand new 50 cal machine gun or something like that.
Nothing can beat John Moses Browning. Sorry.
Exactly, and so like there's no point in trying to compete with that because like you're not gonna win.
That's true.
Myth is the definition of hurting cats.
Why is that?
Myth, come here. Where are you going?
Sorry, I thought I saw something over there. I didn't, but I thought I did.
I swear to God, it's hurting cats.
I've got to know when to hold 'em. Know when to hold 'em. Know when to hold away. Know when to hold.
Fold them. Fold them. Know when to walk away. Know when to run.
Know when to fold 'em. Know when to fold 'em. Know when to fold away. Know when to fold.
I'm just gonna stop talking here. I think that's a better option.
You've gotta fold your hands, son, before you fold 'em.
Come on there, son, and fold your laundry. Do it right now.
See, what's funny...
You're 32-year-olds and living in the parents' basement. You should know how to do this by now.
Oh, God. Okay, so... You know what... Okay, you know what Geisha's version of folding clothes is? She makes like taco rolls. If it does not require... Like, okay, anything on a hanger, it goes on a hanger. If it doesn't, she like folds it neatly and then rolls it.
I've done that before.
No, all of it. Everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I do that when I'm packing clothes sometimes.
Yeah, but like this is in the drawer. It's like, oh, like I was always taught like, oh no, you don't do that. That's the wrong way to do things. It threw me off one day when she actually like did my laundry, and I was like, what's this? She's like, oh, your clothes are there. I was like, what do you mean? Why are they all rolled up? Nah, I'm just used to it.
Gotta put your feet down.
Not really. I don't care. As long as my...
You guys stand there and be like, you bring dishonor upon penis, like the Family Guy episode.
You bring dishonor among penis? Okay, I don't know if I can do that.
You haven't seen that one before where the guys...
No.
What was it? I think he messed up the sushi or something like that, and so he slaps his wife in the Family Guy episode. He's like, "You bring dishonor upon penis. You failed the sushi roll."
So I explained to somebody today where a lot of that honorable and dishonorable stuff comes from in Japan, and how like a lot of that comes from a guy who never saw combat at all. But for some reason, they built their entire culture and their what do you want to call it? They built a lot of their philosophy that they use even today around a dude who never once saw combat. He never fought a war, never had to. But a lot of their warlike cultures and what it means to be a good warrior and a good citizen all comes from that guy.
Are the bravest men and women I've ever...
Sounds about right for the Japanese.
It sounds so weird.
But they're arriving in the dark zone. Something's going on.
I mean, isn't that like common with most things, though? I mean, Stalin. I mean, not Stalin, but
because I got a feeling it's
Marx. He was always, you know, like, yeah, liberate the means and seize the means of production for the workers. But he was the son of a factory owner.
You are missing again.
What's your bracket though?
Warning.
229, 255.
Caution. Entering dark zone.
Did you upgrade your guns again?
No, I didn't upgrade shit.
I don't believe you. Now you're just...
49. What did you say the upper is?
229, 255.
What? 229, 22, what?
Oh, sorry, 255.
255?
Yeah.
255? I've got a 249 gear score. How the fuck am I in a different bracket?
I don't know.
Oh my god, why? Why am I in a fucking higher bracket with a fucking...
Are you in
gear
tier
score
2 or
below-
something?
No, I'm in the tier 1. It's your world. You control that. I'm in tier 1.
It's
I
your
do not-
world.
I don't know how it dropped me in a 256 plus when I have a 249 gear score.
56k, a fixie, 56k. Oh, you doesn't matter that much. Let's go somewhere else.
Well, okay.
You've got to know when to blow them. Know when to blow them.
Attention. Leaving dark zone.
God, a 249. This makes no
Know
sense.
when to choke them.
Readings indicate this area
Know
is safe.
when to choke them.
Let's see if any of my things show.
Know when to choke them.
You are now leaving
Know
the
when to
safe area.
stroke them.
Dispatch to division
Know when to
agents.
choke.
Riker set up a roadblock on West
You've
Second
gotta
Broadway.
choke your hands
Hill
up.
Road.
And that snake starts appearing.
So we gotta do something better than like these little low-level missions to get you better gear.
Oh, come on. The low-level missions are fun.
They're fine, but they're not getting you any better gear.
GTF reinforcements requested.
It uses gear.
Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
A real man fights with his fists.
It doesn't
re-
work.
You should do Indian mud wrestling with all these people.
The Japanese thought the same in World War II. It didn't work out for them.
It'll be fine.
You know, I always
You have
enjoy...
main character energy.
Look, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, had the Japanese in World War II actually had the
Intelligence?
no, that's not what their issue was. Their issue was, again, they were using a book written by a guy who never once fought a war. And so their entire military philosophy was, hey, when you start to get stalled down in a war, just do something your enemy doesn't expect you to do, even if it's really retarded. And so they just kept opening up new fronts in the war, which, you know, logistically is a good idea. If you can't, supply your guys now, if you open up a new front, it's better, because then you can't supply two sides of the war. You know?
Yeah, that's how that works.
And what was it? There was a professor that I listened to who basically broke it down and said, every U.S. soldier, not Marine, soldier, if you break down every single thing they had about 4 tons of equipment per person, whereas every Japanese soldier had about 4 pounds of equipment per soldier.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, like that is incredibly small. And so, in reality, the Japanese actually didn't use a lot of bullets in their war, which is really weird to say. They used a lot of grenades and bayonets. Because
they were prepared for a World War I style war.
Were they?
Yeah, but like if you look at the design of their rifle.
What's
Can
up?
you switch to tier 2 on the world?
A very common thing, at least I've heard, is the idea that they were preparing themselves for a World War I style war, because that's how they thought that all future wars would be prepared, so they thought they'd be massed infantry charges.
I mean, they're not wrong. The Russians did that.
Mm-hmm. Like that's the reason why when you look at like their rifle, for example, why is the rifle so long? Why is it designed the way that it is? Why is it fired over and over charged round, if I remember right?
Well, I mean, the German rifle, the K98, that was from World War I. That's pre-World War I think.
I believe so, yeah. But that's the thing, though, is that they were still using it. They didn't invent it. The Japanese, I believe, invented the Arasaka type, whatever it was, specifically for the next World War.
You know, I thought it was
Well,
really...
not the next World War, but, you know, the next war.
I thought it was really funny, the fact that there were so many different groups that got the opportunity to buy semi-automatic rifles, but they were just too expensive. But the Americans were like, fuck, make all of them that way.
Let's go to clear sky.
Well, they had the economy for it, America did.
Well, no, even for us, that was a very expensive rifle.
Oh,
Like,
yes, it was
and
extremely expensive, but
and we didn't make one of them. We made like 4 of them.
yeah, we made the Bar, we made the Thompson.
No. See, the Thompson is pre-World War I, or pre-World War II. That's 1914? 1912?
Oh, you're talking about for use in World War I.
Yeah, in World War II, we invented the M1 Garand, the M1 carbine, and like 3 or 4 different variations of the carbine. And then we made, I think, a few others that weren't really like used, but the M1 Garand and the M1 carbine were. And I also enjoy the fact that whenever the Russians got a hold of the M1 Garand, they said, "Holy crap, how do you pick this up?" And we go, This is our normal rifle. As we look at them like, peasants, how can you dare not take my rifle? They got shipped one crate of M1 Garands and said, please don't do this to us. We can't use this. What do you want me to do with this? Do you pick this up? You shoot this?
God, imagine if they sent them the bar.
Oh, that'd be great.
The Rikers could shoot down
Like
anything.
this is what you equip your soldiers with right here. This
Unironically,
hunk of
yes.
steel.
Vision gear.
Yes.
It's gonna be a whole new ballgame.
I don't even know what we're doing over here.
Just follow the
Anyway, go ahead.
Shit. Our worst case scenario
How's the
happened.
bar
One of our
weight?
helicopters is down.
19.4 pounds.
Yeah, no, it's a
nearly
20-pound
20.
rifle. Does that with ammo or not? Busted the door. Are you winning, son? Says Mr. Guns and Knives. Of course we are.
Can't get out of here anytime soon.
Try and hang on and stay down.
Go down!
use the cover system. I swear to God.
What's cover?
$319 to produce a bar. Jesus Christ.
In 1936, 37?
It was started production in 1917 and carried on production until the 1960s.
What a great weapon, too.
Well, I mean, it's a simple enough weapon. What do we
No.
fire? What was this chambered in? 30-06.
Yeah, I was going to say, no, this is a break your shoulder rifle. And we fired it in
Yeah.
full auto.
Yeah, it was a full auto break your shoulder rifle.
I love
It was just
America.
essentially fuck whatever is around.
Nick, your left.
I know! Look.
Oh, but they did rechamber it in 7.62 and 303 British.
No. You need the 30-06 version. Anything else
Well,
is
yeah.
pansy.
Well, yes, but they did rechamber it later on because the soldiers probably complained enough. They're like, please, I'm tired, boss. This hurts.
My shoulder can only be knocked out of the socket so many times, boss.
Every time I fire, every time I hold this thing, I flinch in fear about what I know how it's badly it's gonna hurt.
But the enemy's gonna flinch more. That's the thing.
I mean, really, you only got 20 rounds in this thing.
You don't need it. How many rounds do you need to kill somebody?
Theoretically, 0. That's what your gun's for.
That's
or
true.
bayonet.
I always enjoyed that as well as the M1. The official way to get your bayonet unstuck from an M1 Garand is just shoot them. The force of the rifle will break itself up. Soldier, I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
It's too damn bad.
Well, that's too damn bad. Unlike all the gay little guns we have now, what is this? 5.56.
The bar itself, without ammunition or magazines, weighs 19.4 pounds.
We used to be a proper country.
How much does the loaded Garand weigh?
Oh, that's not the Garand, that's the bar. That's about it.
They probably aren't that different, though. Because the M1 Garand is like, here's half a tree trunk. It is now the frame of the rifle. What's the rest of it? Wrought iron and steel.
When loaded with an 8-round EN block clip of 30-06, it weighed 11.25 pounds.
Okay, maybe it may weigh less.
Heavy for a rifle, but it's not awesome.
Yeah, but okay, I have held a rifle, an AR, and an M1 Garand, and the M1 Garand feels significantly heavier.
Oh, because you were probably fucking holding like a base bitch stripped down one that probably weighed about 7 pounds.
An AR?
But AR, yeah. Modern ones, when you load them up with equipment, they can weigh 8 pounds easily.
Look, the M1 Garand all by itself.
Doing things?
I am doing things.
I mean, a Mosin would weigh 8.8 pounds, 4 kilograms.
Mosins don't count. They're not even real guns.
Well, I'm just talking about if you were saying the Garands off to the Russians and what the pound difference right here is.
All I know is that in World War II, late World War II, the M1 carbine was way more popular than the M1 Garand.
M1 carbine is meant to be a PMW. It's meant for like tank crews. Personal defense weapon. It was meant to be for like tank crews and shit.
It was also used by gunner assistants.
M1 carbine wasn't that? I think that was mostly used by paratroopers too.
It was a paratrooper rifle, but so is the M1. So is the M1 Garand. Again, it is for skirmishing troops. It's not meant for the long-range shots of the M1 Garand. But in that war, you didn't really have those long stretches of field that you were fighting anymore. So you didn't really need the long-range rifles. The M1 Garand is kind of like the interim idea of World War I and World War II. So you don't have the large magazine size of the carbine, but you do have more rounds than the 5-round magazines inside the bolt-action rifle. So what you do is you fire your 5 short rounds, and then whenever somebody comes out of cover, then you would use your last 3 rounds. The problem is that you had this really cool like victory sound that happened whenever you finished firing, and you told the enemy, "I'm done."
Oh yeah, but then they started just keeping those in the pocket and so loud and get people keeping them.
And so that was kind of one of the big drawbacks. World War II soldiers were tough as fuck. Yeah, well, yeah, no, you had to be. Well, take it back. The ones that survived are, yeah, absolutely. My grandfather fought in the Pacific. Trust me, that man was, I only knew him... Dude, how many of these guys are there? Good lord.
Well, look at the objectives. That's why I'm trying to move up towards the...
Oh. I'm just killing them, waiting for, like, the fight to stop.
Oh, it's not... I don't think it's gonna stop. We need to go through that alternate door over there. So I started moving up. Just that, they get ammo too. Watch out, watch out. The kids swarm.
Oh god. Go down. You know what? Fine. Grenade.
This is what I'm talking about. Pull back, pull back, pull back.
Ah!
Pull back, I swear to God.
Such a nice Christmas present.
Okay, over here.
Yeah, my grandfather fought in the Pacific, so he was I kind of knew him as like a little Mr. Rogers person.
Is there another breach to put? Do you see it?
I have no idea. This is defend the explosives and breach the blockades.
Yeah, 1 of 2 on breach the blockade.
Stop! No, jeez. I'm gonna go down.
Get off the fucking goddamn thing! Jesus Christ!
Where are you? Oh god! Jeez. And then there's the that weirdo gun that we saw in Sniper Elite 5, which doesn't make any sense. Ow.
Oh god.
That really retarded. Like what even was that? Like there was some French.
Shit.
No, it existed like as a prototype.
I don't know. I still got a diamond showing up on that fucking door that we already blew.
Yeah, same. Left side. Oh god.
What, the Maz 49?
Is that what it is?
I don't know. Just asking. It was a semi-automatic rifle?
No, it's not semi-auto. It was actually pump action. And so you would actually pull the handle forward to load the round.
The British prototype for a bolt pump.
What a retarded gun. Oh god!
Dude, I don't know what the fuck to do because as far as I can tell,
I don't know either, but I can't see!
fall back, fall back.
Fall back to what?
Further back.
To what?
Just more cars keep falling back. Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh, the Saram 1 is what that thing was called.
I shoot fast now, boss! I shoot fast now!
Yes, a catch is stamped into the left side of the stock above the pistol grip. To operate the weapon, the pistol grip is pulled backwards into the stock, ejecting the spent casing. The grip is then pushed forward, loading a new round into the chamber.
Yep.
Essentially, it was a pump-action shotgun chambered with rifle rounds.
Explosions, you fucking asshole! Fuck out of here! Okay, I did what they asked. It's one of two. What other two? I can't place anything else. What the fuck do they want from me?
I want this man to die! Oh my god, they're everywhere!
Now, what a uniquely stupid idea for a rifle. Like, what if
Calm
you
down.
had to take your finger off the trigger, pull your grip towards you, and then push forward again?
Bodies hanging from the cranes is metal as fuck. Jeez. Oh god.
That is the only way to decorate your man cave, alright?
What, bodies?
Post-apocalyptic, yeah. In a post-apocalyptic society, the man who has the most skulls is the best.
Good lord, these guys are just pushing us back. Holy crap. Go down! I'm about to die. Again. Reload!
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Pick up the explosive
It's a
pack.
fucking explosive pack off the son of a bitch.
Oh, is this that episode of, or not episode, this is that level in Call of Duty where it's like we have to, you know, we went all the way back up the hill, now we gotta fight all the way back down?
I don't know, man. I'm just working here.
Pierre worked very hard on that level right there. You will enjoy it.
Oh, I know, like, we gotta go all the way back down! I'm running out of ammo.
Talk about World War II, like weapons and all that. It reminds me of the fact that
We're gonna push through these bodies to get more ammo.
the World at War video game series. God, that was great. That it wasn't even a series; it was one game. God, I love the fact though that if you had the bar or the shotgun or the 30 cal or 50 cal, you could literally saw enemies' limbs off.
Look, that era of video games is over now. We don't do that anymore, okay?
I know it is over, which makes me so sad because they were
Soldier
good.
too, man, the Ghoul engine.
Yeah.
I've never played Red
God,
Dead.
that stuff was cool.
Dude, throw the fucking goddamn thing.
Dude, go down! Are they getting tougher, or just I'm getting desensitized to the amount of ammo it takes to kill one of these bastards?
No,
I have a
you just gotta push
200
hard.
round magazine. And I'm like burning entire mags on one dude.
We got level 5 plates, man.
And what, level 55 plates maybe. I'm gonna die. 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 I'm gonna die.
Just roll. I'm reloading.
I'll really pull you.
Oh, there's some med kits. Got it. Nailed it.
Reloading.
Go down. Reloading. Oh my god. Oh my god, how many barrels have I gone through already? Oh my god, they're everywhere. Go down. Last magazine for my M60. Go down, stay down.
Explosives.
Reloading. Oh, I got some ammo. Oh, sweet, sweet ammo. You could.
The worst part about serving in Vietnam was the incessant use of fortunate son.
You look at this. We are now at the point in this game where if
Through the hole.
okay, through the hole. That's what she said. Let's go. You could drop a striker marble down the barrel of this gun, and it would never touch the sides. That is how many rounds I have placed through this thing.
Make them come to the funnel.
It's just smoothbore now. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, it's just a smooth bore. That's it. It's like, what, do you have rifling on your barrel? Well, I did. I mean theoretically.
Pile
I
it
do.
down.
Yeah.
Come on, come to the door, dude. There you go.
That's nice. I'm from Buenos Aires, and I say kill them all.
I say kill them all.
Reloading.
I see now when
I can't wait for them to butcher the new movie or TV series they want to do.
Well, they're making a few new series recently. Like they're making an Alien TV series.
Yeah, they're gonna butcher all of it. It's gonna be great.
I'm not gonna lie. I might watch the Alien TV series. I already know it's gonna be bad, but I do like aliens. Like the goal of watching an alien movie is, at the very minimum, the retarded people are gonna die via alien. So I mean, like, either way it goes.
None of them will. They're all gonna survive.
Oh god, that would suck so bad. Like imagine
All the white guy will
yeah.
die, and everybody else will live.
Oh my god, all the diversity hires, all the strong mammoths will survive.
And they'll become untouched. The alien will have very selective targeting.
Of course it will. Kill them all! Kill them all!
Or, what's more likely going to happen than that is they're going to find some way to be like, no, you don't understand. The alien is just misunderstood.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, just like they're trying to defend the bugs right now.
Yeah, like these are literally bugs. Like you don't sit there and you don't defend the cockroach eating their food in the refrigerator.
I think
These are trying to call the humans the bad guys in the movie.
I think Disney has massively learned its lesson. I think they have now figured out what their lesson was. And the reason I say that is because in order for Snow White to be in the position that it is, they already knew that it was going to lose money. The question was how much. In order for that movie to break even, required $800 million. That was a break-even point.
You mean the position of being dethroning Dragon Ball as the worst movie ever made?
Yes. And you chose Rachel Zegler as your beautiful princess. You rewrote the story, a classic story, to which everyone likes and nobody really dislikes. You chose that one to be your, what if we, not gender swap, almost gender swap, because she doesn't look human half the time. How do you pick somebody like Rachel Zegler? And I don't care what anybody says, that woman is hideous. Like, she is not attractive in the slightest. You look at her and I just get like, oh god, like, why? Why do you think somebody would find you attractive?
No, you can't blow that up. We gotta disable it. You gotta get
I know. I'm doing this.
Accessing defense control system.
Get a heavy armor on the right.
Reloading.
Same.
I don't know. I just know that, so I've read the actual Starship Troopers book. At least, I think a couple of times by now. And I don't understand where they get the idea that the humans were the aggressors, because in the book what happens is it's a mining colony that the people look at them and go, don't go there, don't land this planet, we're not going to help you, you're going to die if you go on the planet. The mining colonists look at them and go, ha ha ha, stupid government, you don't know what you're talking about, we can beat a bunch of filthy bugs.
Yes, you can.
And then the government promptly goes and tries to open up negotiations with the people, or with the bugs rather, and go, hey, we never meant for this to happen. These people were, breaking against the rules. We told them not to, and the bugs don't care.
But they also didn't even know there was more than, like, they didn't even know that there was different bugs out there.
Mm-hmm.
They only knew of, like, the standard drone, and then they were like, oh, there's more of you. Holy crap. Yeah, I'd leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, fucking Christ. Okay, yeah, then fucking finish it. Fuck out of here with this shit.
course, the bugs in the book were also a lot more terrifying too. They had like rifles. There were spiders that had rifles.
Well, they also had.
Right.
They also did. Was it active sinkholes?
Yeah. So, I mean, Paul Verhoeven, he kind of butchered the whole Starship Troopers. Anyways, they were all mechs warriors. They all wore jump jets and everything like that, and had tactical nuclear devices.
Yeah.
Well, the animated series was a lot closer to the books.
It was.
I think I had them at one point, but I think I got rid of them. Look, the only thing good in Starship Troopers 2 is that one lesbian kiss scene. That was it. That was whenever I stopped. I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm gonna leave it on a high note.
No, I like there are some good scenes in Starship Troopers 2.
Oh yeah, like what? The part where they all die?
I can't think of it off the top of my head, you know, but I remember being like, there were some comedic parts in here where I could look at and go like, wow, this is so stupid, it's funny.
Yeah, that's the lesbian kiss scene. That was the best part.
I like 3 though too, where the guy started singing his patriotic songs.
Oh, God damn it! How do you know?
The guy that was on the Transformer killed me. Again, we're doing this again!
It's a good day to die, if you know the reason why.
Oh, I'm gonna die again. Oh! Oh, to the right. God dang it. It's the right, I think. Somebody's shooting at me.
Hold up.
Whatever, I'm dead. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I got that, but I'm having to dodge fucking mortars to try and pick you up.
Stop dodging the mortars. You gotta catch them like the secret ninjas. Which, by the way, can somebody explain to me why there are so many ninjas in England?
Well, the clans, they moved there, you see. The
Yakuza?
Yeah, after the events of World War II, the Yakuza had to go someplace, and the ninja clans decided that it was no longer safe in Japan, so they actively had to move to Britain.
Dude, are you fucking kidding me with this shit? Like, this is why we need Austin. We need fucking firepower so we can get past this shit.
Oh my god!
We were taking too long to kill these.
Oh god, it hurts. Oh, I'm down again. See, your gear is just superior to mine. I'm getting experience, but this is all I'm getting.
Yeah, I do like the fact that there are now ninjas in Britain.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. We're gonna ban all the samurai swords. Are there a lot of those in Britain? Yes. And it's the sword's fault. You know,
it's funny how the swords tend to kill people. You know, but they never apply this logic to anything else. Like, no, officer, please. I didn't kill a man. The sword killed him.
Well, there's one thing that I always thought was there was one thing that I read, and I said that was it. I turned to Gage and I said, this is it. Their country will never recover from this. They're done. The United Kingdom is now it's not a country anymore. It's not even a rogue state. It is simply an occupied territory that doesn't realize it's dead yet. And it was Pakistani man found guilty of rape will not be deported because he would be oppressed in his home country, which had convicted him of rape.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was their argument. Well, he'd already been found guilty of raping in his own country, and if we did send him back, they would punish him.
Fuck these goddamn borders. Get fucked.
Yeah, I'm down again.
God forbid you do a crime and then your country would try to punish you for it.
And I was like, imagine saying, well, I don't want you to be punished for raping. That would be awful. Plus, think of the damage it would do to your self-esteem. Like, oh my gosh, raping is bad, but, I mean, you don't know any better. You're a poor little Pakistani man. And
I do love the amount of coddling there, too. Like, oh, they're all the same. They're just like us.
Yeah,
and then it's just simultaneously followed by, they just don't know better. They're just savages, basically.
Basically.
God, I gotta fall back. Get the fuck out of here with these fucking mortars of bullshit.
Yeah,
come on, Naruto kicked them.
Well, I mean, can we kick mortars? I'm dead.
I don't know, but you gotta use your ninja skills to tell.
I don't think I can do a Matrix style kind of like bullet stop thing. But no, whenever I read that, I just looked at Geisha and I was just like, these people are boned. This is why I don't like them. Like, imagine that right there, that article right there should cause riots. I mean, like, massive, massive riots. We're talking burning buildings to the ground.
They're codifying doing a two-tier justice system.
Oh, they did that too. That's right. If you are a foreigner, you do not serve the same time as a local person. If you are literally an illegal immigrant, you will not be judged the same way. You will be judged lighter. My God, that nation is a joke. Yeah, I don't think so either. Let's go do. This is the last mission we're probably gonna do. Let's go do a side mission real quick.
People are being held hostage by the rioters. Those are the facts.
To where?
Safe House, Autumn's Hope. Yeah, no, it's just we're getting fucking zerged and we can't drop them fast enough.
Dude, could you imagine like StarCraft, but this?
I got what you need.
Hold on. See, does she have anything? Not really. No, she doesn't.
As long as I have to build more pylons.
You must construct additional pylons. Still, I mean, I would. Just one of the side missions because we're gonna call it a night after this. Or up there.
Agent,
I got word.
Investigation, cleaner informant, I guess.
Warning. Now leaving the safe area.
It's over this way though. But no, I find that just so weird, and the fact that British people aren't in open rebellion is just
like the fact that they're not all just fucking running up and killing the people responsible like makes no sense.
Yeah, I was like, imagine again. I can understand if it's there's like increased crime, but it's no big deal. But then saying no, we can't send him back for the horrible crime he did. He committed that same horrible crime in his home country, and he'll be punished. And I'm like, everybody on your block needs to be burning down every single government building and just saying, I'm going to find you and your family, return these people.
It's not my place to say if those hostages are distressed. It's such a place of danger.
But then they have their CCTV system. They would be probably hunted down mercilessly. But at that point, what are you going to lose? You're already literally being... Well, no, you're already going to be like...
You're getting fucking jail time for memes and shit.
Yeah, like you're already going to go to jail anyway, so you might as well.
Like they just want to... At this point, it's fairly obvious for the British people. Your government only wants to use you as mindless drones, and then just the moment you start to even think, they want to throw you away.
I don't even think it's that. I think the idea is they want to get rid of the British people.
Well, basically, yeah. But they can't just outright say it, and they want to extract as much productivity from the ones as well they can.
Yeah, no. Well, because that's the other funny part, right? It's the idea that, if we have these people, they're going to be productive members of society within a generation or two, whenever we know that's not true. And so even if that was their goal, that's not what they're going to get. So what they're going to get is a failed state. Just, hey, nobody works, everybody's on welfare, massive inflation, you're gonna hand these people nuclear weapons, and you're gonna pretend like you're still gonna be in charge. It's literally gonna be that meme of Bane's, like, do you feel like you're in charge? Because the answer is you're not. And again, the woke police won't do anything about it, and that's another reason. I'm not convinced it's because they don't want to. I'm convinced they're afraid to do it. What if they actually start cracking down on these people? What's it going to cost them? How much civil unrest are they going to cause? Because you know for a fact those people have brought loads and loads and loads of guns and explosives into their nation, and they have no way of dealing
even
with
if
it.
they haven't. Even if they haven't brought it.
I can't fucking get to.
Yeah, just defend it. Yeah, like whether or not they actually brought any of that stuff in there is irrelevant because you can make all that stuff inside the country they're in.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like they have brought that in there. Like, we already know that. Like, they find guns and explosives in that country, and it's always in places where, oh, that's insensitive to talk about. Like they know what the numbers are. They know what this stuff is, and it's not local people that are causing the problem.
Yeah, so it's a problem though that like you said, at this point, if they even try to do anything short of a full-on martial law, it's just going to blow up in their face, and it's just going to wind up with London being like, essentially, what was the word I'm looking for right here?
It'll be an open rebellion, essentially, is what it's going to be.
Yeah, like it'll have to be like cordoned off with like stormtroopers just walking into there with like hazmat suits and gas grenades just popping everyone.
And just arresting everybody or shooting them.
Yeah, where it's just like, yep, go to your homes if you're if you're a good citizen. If you're not, we are going to basically tase you on site.
It would have to be worse than that. It would have to be like this is what I was telling a buddy of mine. It's like, just watch it. England is going to go one of two ways. It's going to just keep doing this until it's dead, and one day we'll just be like, oh yeah, the Islamic State of the United Kingdom, or it's going to go full on like red pill. And any foreigner is going to be just completely screwed.
Oh,
there's not going to be any middle ground.
They kind of
need
do that at this point.
What's up?
They need to do that at this point.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that that's the crossroads they find themselves in. It's only going to be one way or the other. There's not going to be any middle ground. And so, that's kind of the point. They're going to be in that situation, and they're already there. It's going to happen. The question is, what's it going to take?
Agent,
what are you doing?
the hostages are free.
Goddamn games put my
Free
fucking
being
marker
a
on something
debatable
else.
term for anyone in Manhattan right now.
Or did we actually...
anyone alive.
We ran something else. We did not run the one you were...
I'm sure
Same with France and Germany, right? Well, maybe, but France and Germany are a bit different. They're not on an island. They can always leave, and it's a little bit easier.
ran a different measure.
Oh, whoops. Well, whatever. We'll do more.
They just need to have
France. Ironically, France is actually going to be more, in my opinion, more okay than England. Not because they're not facing the same things, but because the French have they have a bit of a different mentality than the British. The British are very compliant and obedient, whereas the French, they do too, but it's not the same thing. Like
the British need to deploy the Wolf Brigade armor units.
Good lord. No, but you're not wrong. The French and the Germans also will have to deal with this problem. And I think that America doing what it's doing is going to encourage more of that behavior. Where they're going to simply say, you know what, if the Americans can do it and say screw you, then so can we. And that's exactly what's happening in the US right now, is the mentality of go fuck yourself. We don't want you here. Go home. We don't care if it sucks there. Don't bother coming back. And people say, but what about all the academic? Shut up. No one cares. That's where we are. And I think the rest of the world is right there, but the rest of the world has been waiting for an excuse.
More or less.
They needed America or somebody, and even though they can scream and cry about it, that's what they needed. They needed somebody to say, screw you, we don't care.
Yeah, this is kind of the problem, is that for the last however many years now, they've had like the they removed themselves away from like the idea of the strong man as a leader, right? This is an idea I remember I was listening to, is that the idea of the strong man, where like, for example, Trump is the strong man, which is a direct opposite of what a lot of governments nowadays focus on, is having like one political guy who's like everyone knows about. Yeah, well, pretty much.
But most people don't want to be the first ones to stick their necks out. Well, that's the thing about Americans, is that we really don't care, because we're the ones that do it anyway. And I also, look, I mean, I have had a sick enjoyment with the idea that everybody across the world goes, America, the interventionist people, the people that are constantly sticking their military in their nose into everybody's business. And we finally say, you know what, fine, screw you, we're leaving. And they're all screaming bloody murder. How dare you leave? How dare you not pay us? How dare you? Dude, Australia, those bastards in Australia. Look, I've had no problems with Australians, but the fact that Australians are saying, how dare you pull our funding for our schools? And I said, I've been funding what? Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean we've been funding your schools, you son of a bitch? How dare you, one, tell me that I shouldn't pull my funding from your schools? Are you retarded? You fund your own damn schools.
Amen.
Yes.
More green shit.
There's more what?
Green shit.
More green stuff.
green stuff.
It just tickles me
Gear.
pink.
It's
The
the,
fact
it's the
that
classified. You know, it's the not classified, but it's the gear sets.
Oh, I transported myself to the base. You can just come up out front. I'll grab it.
I'll pick it up.
But no, there was this excellent article or whatever that was just discussing about how Australians are now discussing how they're going to keep their schools open. And I said, are you kidding me? Are you telling me the United States has been funding the Australian education system to the tune of enough money to where when we pull our money out, they don't have an education system? That can't be right.
that sounds
can't
about
be
right for basically most of the world.
Okay, then that means that as bad as the American education system is, they're so much worse. While they have the gall to tell us how sucky we are, no, get the hell out of my face. I don't want to hear a single word about how the European system is better. Because all the European system is gimme, 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 America. We can't afford it, but you can. Meanwhile, we're going to sap you dry while complaining about you. Go fuck yourself.
I mean, that's basically what happened with, like, how they're now talking about how the fact they want to raise $800 billion, I think it was, in order to compete with, like, the American military. Yeah, over in Europe, and they're just like, yeah, we can compete with American military. We could be just as good as them.
Well,
and then they're just like, but we have no money.
Well, my thing for this is very simple. Okay, who is going to go fight for you? Who? Like, you have imported the third world to the point where I'm gonna say most people. I can't speak for anybody. But for me, if I was a British person or a German or a Frenchman, I would look at my home and I'd be like, I don't recognize my home. I don't care about my home. And if you look at their their happiness rating, to me that reflects that. Nobody there is happy with what's going on. The majority of people want change, but their government is adamant that they don't. Right? And instead of just dealing with the situation at hand, which is, hey, you've got a declining birth rate. Why do you have a declining birth rate? A lot of different reasons, but one of the biggest ones being the fact that maybe you really don't need that many people anymore because of the way automation and efficiencies have gone up. Maybe you don't need that many people. But let's say you do. It's a self-correcting problem because as enough people die, that number will then disseminate. So all that property, all those assets will then be on the market. It gives the next generation a chance to actually get it, which means that, hey, guess what? You're going to have more kids because now you have a big boom. It's almost like it's a cycle. And yes, it is.
But my growth, it can't ever be negative. It has to only be positive.
Well, that's also another thing is that people are freaking out because GDP markers in the United States are set to be negative for like the year. And it's like, well, duh. Like, do you realize how much government spending goes into the... us propping up the economy with government spending is not a good economy. It's crony capitalism. You know, there's always the question of what am I fighting for? More of the third world taking over my... Exactly. Why would I want to go fight for you? Why would I want to go fight? Like, if you're British, I genuinely would love to know if a British person says, oh, I can't wait to go fight like in Ukraine for what? The United Kingdom? For what? Like, when you come back, is your home going to be the same? Like, or will it be overrun with the third world? You know, like,
even if you're deployed locally, right? Like, let's say you're even just doing like the National Guard stuff right there. Why? Because you're not going to be helping anybody, more than likely, at that point.
I mean,
like there was a point in time where, like, yeah, you would be helping like your local people out, you know, and stuff like that. But that time is gone; it's past.
Yeah. Well,
instead, you're just going to be essentially like policing the people that you wanted to protect and help.
Oh, not even. It's worse than that. You won't even be policing them. You'll be basically using them as a... what's the word I'm looking for? You will be oppressing them.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like...
Which is another thing that you do see, though, too, is that, surprise, surprise, a lot of, like, the foreigners that show up there have now tried to get into the police, into the polices.
Really? You don't say?
And they have absolutely no qualms with beating the piss out of the locals.
You know, I recognize this playbook. It doesn't end well for anybody involved, and it really doesn't end well for the nation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, having a foreigner having a mostly foreign police service is bad. I mean, what was it? There's a which county is it or which state is it that has like the Pakistani flag on their police uniform.
Well, that was like here in the States.
Yeah, no, which one is it? I can't remember which one.
It's like, when you are in here, inside of a nation, any nation, you should not be flying a foreign nation's colors on any part of a government employee's, like, body or anything. Not a building, not the body, nothing.
Which I always found really funny because, like, you'll see people with, like, the Israeli flag, and I will be like, take that shit down. That's like, what are you doing?
Oh, dude, what's, like, just mind-blowing is these fucking assholes hanging this shit in their office, and they're, like, fucking, like, senators and shit. It's like, are you insane?
Yeah, I was like, what country do you represent again? I forget. Remind me. I maybe I'm a little out of date with what country I live in, but I could have sworn it wasn't that one. Last time I checked, it wasn't that one. Would you mind reminding me what country it is that you serve? Oh, that's right. And it's this massive freaking flag. I'm like, you people are awful. Just absolutely awful. Oh. That's enough complaining for one night. Well, no, we know the answer why, and I think that Thomas Massey submitted a bill to where it would do exactly what Kennedy wanted to do, where he would make AIPAC register as a foreign agent, which means they can't just have unlimited access to every single person in the government, left, right, and center. Which I think would be a good idea. Like, just you're a foreign agent, register as one. And if you hold foreign office, or sorry, if you hold a public office, you cannot be a dual citizen. Which, again, the fact that we even have dual citizenship is just absolutely awful. Like, there should not be dual citizenship at all. You're either American or you're not. There should not be a middle ground. Pick one. You can't do both. I would say that okay, take it back. If you're a kid, like if you are like, oh, your mother is British and your father's an American, okay, you can have both up until you're 18 and you gotta choose. Right? Like, I'm okay with that. Because it's like, hey, you don't know any better. But even then, I would still be like, hey, look, can we just get rid of that? Do we really need to have that? No. You want to go be a British citizen? Fine, go be a British citizen. Can't be that hard. They're letting anybody else in. Why can't they let you in? Anyway. If you're British, I'm sorry. I believe that you're boned. If you're Australian, you've been boned. If you're New Zealand, you've been so boned you don't even know it yet. Like, you don't even realize it. And if you're Canadian, you're about to be boned.
On the bright side, if you're Polish, I do believe they have started putting up fences and shit because they're just saying no.
Oh, no,
stay away. So they might be fine.
Poland is actually going to do better because Poland literally said, if we catch you crossing our border, we're going to shoot you. That is Poland's stance, and I'm like, dude, Poland, I like you. It's, what was it? They had a riot on their border at one point whenever they were not using live ammunition, and they were trying to tear the border down, and non-live ammunition wasn't working, and then the government says, just shoot them with real bullets. And then all of a sudden the riot stopped, and they said, oh, we just want a better life. We just do it in your own country. I was like, yeah, go big. We can't do it in our own country. Why not? Well, we want to bring our country to your country. Get out. I think Marco Rubio made an excellent statement where he says that if we had known what you were going to do, we wouldn't have let you in anyway. So we don't really care if you've got a legal green card or anything like that. I was like, yeah. You came here with the quote-unquote intention to get schooling. Then why are you constantly, rebelling? Why are you constantly in protest? Why are you constantly doing activist causes for the United States? No, get out. You're supposed to be here to learn something, not to be a dick.
If your nation was oh so amazing and oh so wonderful, why did you leave?
And that's another thing I had to explain to somebody is like this mentality that Indians are just like really, 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 really smart. And I was like, well, I'm sure there are some, and there are some. There are definitely some Indians. I've actually gone to school with some that were highly intelligent, and yes, they were native Indians, and they were really crazy smart, and they were super nice. I loved working with them. But then you work with like the ones that are not, and then you listen to them talk, and it's like, no, they're not. They are not a bastion of geniuses. They are about the same as everywhere else. Like, yeah, you got your geniuses there, but they're not all geniuses.
No, they're actually, their average IQ is much lower than the U.S.
There's a mix. There's a mix.
person who deals with Indian people, yeah.
Oh no, I have too. Trust me, I've worked with them too. But just they are
Well, yes,
definitely
I mean-
geniuses there. But there's not like, it's not that they don't produce any of them.
Being dog shit,
Oh
but,
my
you know,
god. Oh my god. I literally.
I just mean like, it is literally like my job to where we like talk with Indian people all the time and bring in stuff with Indian people. So like, it's like a daily occurrence.
Your likelihood of finding intelligent ones is much lower, the percentages.
What still gets me though is the fact that, I mean, I understand the mentality of that's not my job. I get that, but even my neighborhood and people around us were like, oh, that's not my job. Like, if we see trash on the ground, most of us will go and pick it up. Now, not everybody, and it depends on the trash, obviously, but like most of us
Use
will do
condoms.
that. But in India, they just throw it on the ground. It's no, that's for the lessers. It's like, you live here, dum-dum. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, nope, I'm done eating. I'm going to throw my paper plate and everything on the floor of the train. Yep, not my job. That's for the lessers. The lesser. Who are the lessers? Oh my god!
Just like opens the door, just like dumping the trash, sweeping the trash out the fucking door while the train's still moving.
I don't understand that. I don't get it. Why would you? Again, you live there. You live there.
You live there, and the trash isn't going to just magically go away.
Yeah, but it was like the lessers aren't going to come pick it up whenever it's on the side of the rail yard. Like, what do you do? How hard is a plastic bag? Just put it in the plastic bag. Don't they have a caste system in India? They do. They do have a caste system in India.
Yes.
But again, like my question
Unofficial
remains,
at this point, but it still exists.
It's not unofficial.
Well, it's quote unquote unofficial.
Yeah. Okay. So the monarchy is unofficial too, in the United Kingdom. But like the idea that that's somebody else's job. It's like, dude, but you live here. You live here. Like, why would you think that's like? Why would you do that? You live here. Like, I don't know how to ask it the other way. You live here.
I just love the thing where like what was it, the Prime Minister or something like that of England? He went to the Ganges River in order to prove that is it the Ganges one, the big one? Ganges, okay. Yeah. He went over there in order to prove that it was safe for drinking. It's the holy river.
Oh my god, no.
And he went up there and he wanted to prove to everyone that it was safe. The water purifies itself. It's powered by the spirit of whatever god, Buddhist nonsense thing they all worship. I don't know. I don't worship anything. So I'm not being like facetious towards them. Yeah, Hindu.
And Hinduism, according to even Hindis, makes absolutely no fucking sense. Like, basically, try to unravel Hindi, like, we'll just call it lore. Try to unravel Hindi lore. Good fucking luck.
Oh, I've tried. Yeah, I've tried looking into mythology. Sense. I'm just like, what the fuck?
It is like, it is. I don't even know how to describe it. It is.
It's just a web of like.
It is a web of contradiction, active contradictions. It's not even paradoxes; they're active contradictions. There's like 10,000 Hindu gods. Yeah, on the first layer, that doesn't include all the other stuff they do and all the other subsets of gods.
There's 10,000 gods, and they all have like 50 names, and they all talk. They're always going back and forth, and then it'll be like, oh yeah, this god was actually this god that did this thing because they were actually in disguise while doing this other thing.
There's a ceremony, and I think Austin, you brought it up before, where people run in front of this giant moving like trolley to get crushed.
Yes,
like I think,
and if you move, you're considered dishonorable.
Yes, but it's I'm blanking on it, but they have a whole festival about it, and like some people like put their fucking babies
in front of a giant freaking steamroller.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
It's essentially playing chicken with the steamroller, and if you move, like you're supposed to stay there for as long as possible to prove how brave you are. The problem though is that obviously the baby doesn't know that you're supposed to move at some point.
It's not like the baby's gonna be able to move fast enough to do it.
Well, but some people just get run over by it because if they die, then they automatically boom, they're gonna
go to heaven.
No, they don't.
Reborn.
They're reborn as a higher
they get reincarnated.
Yeah.
Yeah. But But no, like, so what I was talking about before though is the prime minister went down there to prove that the river was cleansed by the gods.
Oh my god!
And so he takes a glass of this,
Oh,
scoops it up out of the river, and you can just see shit just floating down the river. I mean literal shit and metaphorical shit floating down the river. The water is orange because of the toxic waste and everything like that. Where he takes the glass, he lifts it up and goes, "I'm gonna prove that it's safe," and he drinks it. And he had to then be airlifted to the hospital and had to go undergo like expensive surgery, like pumping out his stomach, life support shit.
Yeah.
It's like the acids and everything were eating through his intestines, his gut, everything. Where he almost died from it.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you're drinking
Just
essentially
one
battery
glass.
acid. Yeah, you're drinking battery acid. Like,
Yes.
there's so much pollutants in that river thanks to the way that they live. Oh my god! Like, how do you? What retard? Hold on, I have to Google this now. I have to Google.
Oh
this.
no! You can find shit like this all the time. Once again, like my favorite one too is the fact that they built a road up to a village, and the locals went there and said like, "Huh, why were they leaving all these rocks here?" So they ripped apart the asphalt road so they could build their houses out of it because they couldn't figure out what a road was.
Hold on. Minister drinks holy water. Okay, hold on. I have to read this.
Mm-hmm.
Minister drinks holy river water to prove it's safe. Gets rushed to hospital. All right, hold on.
Yes.
This is it.
Or you had the one where they worship toilets. That's another great one.
The what?
Yeah. So in the rural areas of India, because most people don't realize that a large chunk of India is still very, very rural.
Yeah.
What you see when you talk to India isn't the majority of the people. The majority of people are still out in like villages and stuff like that, where they don't even have like electricity, right?
Oh,
And so oh yeah, that looks clearer than what I in some of the other pictures I've seen.
Punjab Chief Minister only drinks less water, polluted water from the holy river to prove the water is clean. Now admitted to hospital.
That water looks nicer than what I remember. I remember that water looking way worse. Maybe I was watching them bathe and I've confused the two.
Dude, it's fucking disgusting.
But I remember there was a thing on there where they had these toilets. People were going around there and they were installing these toilets into the villages down there, and they had no idea what it was. And they actively thought they was supposed to be a holy religious god because they would notice that whatever you put into the toilet, it just disappeared.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I heard
See right there, you found it. And
I heard Guns and Ice. I heard a story that when the British first took over India, a British officer saw a funeral. The Indians told him that after the funeral, the widow would be killed to go be with her husband. He asked why, and they said it's their culture. The officer said, "Okay." He and his troops built gallows. When the Indians asked him what he was building, he explained what it was, that in his culture they hang murderers. The Indians didn't kill the widows anymore. See, that's another funny thing is that, okay, if we're going to share cultures, allow me to share mine with you. And I believe that story is actually very similar to, what was it? I think that guy actually got reprimanded for that, to be honest. That's actually really interesting, is because if I remember that story correctly, that man who did that was considered a monster by the Indians, and he was eventually reprimanded by the queen or the king at the time. But yeah, they did stop doing that for a time. I'm sure they'll go back to it. But what's very fascinating is that we're going to watch India devolve itself into like the third world, even further than what it is. Like, we're going to live to see that, because remember, India may have been a British colony for a while, but they still had some segments of British kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Decorum. But they're losing all of them. They're getting rid of all of it, just naturally over time. They're just getting rid of all of it. There's buildings that were formerly British, like administrative buildings. They don't even touch them. They don't even go to them. They just don't go there. Who knows what's in there? They just don't go there. They don't care. They have no interest. They still use the train system. That's about it. Like, and like the honesty and the growth and the economic, that's all going away. There was somebody that I was talking to. They go, "Oh, the level of dishonesty in India like 20 years ago was at least tolerable, but now it's unbearable. Like you can't do anything. Everybody's trying to cheat you out of every single thing you do. It is literally a land of pickpockets. You know, it doesn't matter what it is. You know, they're constantly trying to cheat you." Now,
well, it's not just that, though, not just the people either. It's the merchants too, because we have the company that I work for. We buy from them. That's where we get our stuff from. So we constantly have to deal with the fact of them. Like we'll order something and then they will deliver it 6 months after we've ordered the item, and we've had to be in constant, never-ending arguing matches with these people about the fact that no, we did this and we ordered this. If you don't obey these rules, we will get the U.S. government to go after you. And it's only after like you threaten to bring in the government that they're like, "Oh, okay, now we'll do it."
Well, yeah, because the government will then it's going to get far worse for them if the government gets involved. Because again, then it's a matter of who can pay off. Because then from where they're from, it's whoever can pay off the most, and they can't pay off more than the company can. See, the irony is the rural people in the country are worshiping these newly constructed toilets instead of using them. Now, I'm not saying any of this stuff to be mean. I'm saying this because this is like unequivocally wrong. Like this crap is wrong. Like this is wrong. And again, they had how long was India a British colony? I don't even remember. I don't even know. I genuinely don't even know how long they were a British colony, but it was not a short amount of time. And these people still didn't get
89 years.
Nearly 100 years, these people had British influence in their nation, and they still couldn't get it. I'm sorry. At that point, I don't care. I don't know.
Well, we need to watch Fockers. We need to watch RRR.
No, I don't even know what that is, but I'm done.
Rise, Roar, Revolt. It's an Indian film. It's like one of the Bollywood movies. It's amazing.
Which one you're talking about? It might be good for a laugh.
That movie is amazing.
We already have Shopping Mall.
No. You can't beat this movie. But the guy arm wrestles a tiger.
All right, okay. All right. You've convinced me. I now want to see this movie.
He fights with like tigers. Like there's a scene where these guys like drive motorcycles off a bridge and then like join hands in the middle of there in order to rescue a child from getting burned. Oh my god! Like they're like holding on to like a rope. Like the guy like drives. One guy grabs a rope, ties it around himself. Skydives off of a bridge in order to rescue a girl to grab her, and another guy drives a motorcycle off of a ramp over like the river in order to rescue her off the guy from who's holding her before she falls into like an oil spill that's burning.
Look, at least they understand how to
do
like.
Stupid.
Look, at least they understand how movies work. Look, it's already all garbage and fake anyway, so let's go big or go home. Right? It's like Indian. It's like Indian Halo. Indian Halo is more like honest to the adaptation of Halo than the American version, making it the Bollywood version of Halo is more effective at telling you what Halo is than the American version, which is where the freaking thing came from. But I digress. I'm going to bed. I'm now unhappy.
Why are you so upset?
Because there are people in this world that are uncivilized, and it makes me unhappy. And then isolationist myths quickly turns into, Manifest Destiny had a point.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
The point wasn't to be ruled by the third world, though. It was to rule over the third world. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to bed before I get in trouble. Former African colonies have fallen apart. I think the U.S. and Canada are the only successful former European colonies. Canada is still loosely a colony, I guess, though. No, Canada is a failed state. America is so powerful that it made Canada weak. Like this is one of the things that I actually don't like about like us being involved in everything. We are so powerful and so wealthy and just all this stuff that our neighbors don't ever have to worry about being invaded because it's a national security threat.
It's like how you said with the Australians. Like they outsourced their very like learning budget into the US. So we would pay for it because we are just that powerful that we could improve the world by the amount of like resources and economic power.
And I get the idea, right? If we control their education system, that means we control what they learn, right? So that means that obviously
We never controlled it.
No. I bet we did. So here's the thing: I bet we did for a long time, which is probably why a lot of other European colonies had a very, very positive view of us, despite other things that we did. I mean, think of it, in World War II, we did some pretty nasty stuff, even some borderline questionable stuff. But I'm not going to say questionable because that would be stupid. We did some pretty gnarly things in Japan and in the Philippines and the whole area.
We did what we did to win.
We sank islands. We just bombed them until they stopped existing. Like, was it the Missouri? The Missouri sunk an island. Like, the Missouri literally said, "Oh, we don't want to invade that island. Just sink it." They just bombed it until it wasn't there anymore, if I'm not mistaken. Like, we did crap like that. As you do, as is the time. We did crap like that. If we control their education system, we don't got to talk about that, right? And we can have very positive impacts on certain groups, even if we do stupid shit later on. So I can understand the concept of that. I can understand how that would be useful. However, if you're constantly having to essentially pay people off to not talk bad about you, and you don't get anything out of it, then there's no freaking point. Like, this is the part that I don't understand. It's throwing money away just so you can, like, I guess have better PR is stupid. Like,
okay, it was the USS New Jersey, I believe.
Oh, the New Jersey that did that?
I'm looking it up, and that's what it says.
Okay.
So Google tells me.
I thought it was the Missouri that did it, because the Missouri had the 16-inch guns on it. I know one of our battleships, like, it sank an island, and we just said we don't want to deal with it, just sink it.
That was in Vietnam, apparently.
That was Vietnam?
Yeah, apparently in Vietnam.
I thought it was World War
II. On Han Ma Island, effectively, they destroyed, like, most of the island.
It just sank.
Yeah, like, it sunk a significant portion of the island, prompting the headline, "The New Jersey Sinks Island." Didn't sink it completely. They just sunk a very large amount of it.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, so I embellished. I apologize. That was fake news.
All good stories need a bit of embellishment. It's fine.
My understanding, I thought it was the Missouri. We should have used our influence to brainwash Australians kids and overthrow their government and swear allegiance to America. But I don't want to be in Australia. There's nothing. Okay, here's the thing. There's nothing interesting in Australia. They don't have any good resources. It's a death trap. No. They don't do anything. Fuck them.
Nonsense. They have emu eggs. Think of that for a breakfast omelet.
I would sooner take over Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam than Australia. Because at least...
Fuck that shit. I'm going to Australia.
No. Because at least in Vietnam, like, everyone that invades Vietnam dies. Like, Vietnam is the Pacific's version of the of Afghanistan. It's the place where empires die.
We haven't properly bombed it.
We hit them with nerve gas. We hit them with
nukes.
Orange.
I'm telling you, we drop a few nukes, problem solved.
No. You don't want the problem to be solved. You want them as a buffer zone. You want them to be on your side. Like, this is the thing about Vietnam.
Area is a great buffer zone.
They'd still survive. It's Vietnam. Like, we didn't hit Vietnam with nukes yet.
Cockroaches, but they're not cockroaches.
Listen, all right. Vietnam's already terrifying, right? Now imagine the hills have eyes, Vietnam.
Okay, Vietnam is Afghanistan and the Appalachian Mountains. Like, that's what it is. It's after they kicked out.
We can improve it.
After they kicked out the French, and after we kind of said, well, let's kind of play war in Vietnam, and then after we left, then the Chinese invaded, and they turned around and said, you know all those cool guns you gave us, China? And then China goes, yeah. It's like, guess what? And they kicked them out too. And then they got invaded by, was it Laos? I think Laos tried to take them over because they're like, oh, they have to be weak. They just fought 3 full wars. Nope, ready to go again. Like, nobody that's invaded Vietnam has come out going, yeah, that was a good idea. Like, whatever's in the drinking water of Vietnam, they may be poor as balls. They may be dirt farmers. But they're dirt farmers with guns and a really, really good method of defending those jungles. Whatever it is that's in those jungles gives them the mojo to fight off nations that are 10 times bigger than they are.
It's just the fact that, you're fighting thick very heavily for wooded areas, jungles.
And they know it all.
Yes.
I mean, they walk it. That's the thing. Before the French, it was Japan. Vietnam had like 50 years of constant war. Hold on. I don't know. I didn't know that. Did Japan leave willingly? I'm assuming not. But I mean, didn't they? Did they? I don't know. I really don't know the answer to this question.
I don't know.
Also,
Japan pretty much left every place they've ever invaded.
That's not true.
And don't forget that, like, also over there, though, they're also in like a state of perpetual warfare from what the fuck is that nation down there? Burma or Myanmar, where they've been in like almost 100-year-long civil war, I think.
Myanmar?
Yeah.
With the Vietnamese?
No, not against the Vietnamese, but like the people are.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I was like,
all the people down there.
I'm sitting here. I was like, I didn't know Vietnam and Myanmar were at war. What's
No, they're not at war with each other. They're just constantly like there's something out there that makes those people willing to just fight and die over nothing.
Look, it's Myanmar. Okay, no one cares. I'm sorry.
I mean, no one cares, but it's with the area that
I can't be bothered.
Black Lagoon was based off of.
Oh, jeez. See, I can't be bothered. Okay, for real, I'm going to bed now because it is now 1 a.m. So, after these very interesting conversations, good night, everybody. I will see you all again tomorrow. Actually, Austin, we should probably discuss this. We can do Rogue Trader without Fokker, which, okay. Or we can play some Prison Architect. Which would you want to do?
I don't care.
Okay.
I know Fokker enjoys Rogue Trader, so I'd hate to deprive him of that opportunity.
And that's the thing, is I don't want to, like, it's the group's not all going to be together. Even whenever you're missing, I'm like, do we really want to do this? It's like, it doesn't really feel right, but oh well. I'll think about it tomorrow and I'll make a decision. So, thank you all very much for watching. Have a good night.